The LA Afternoon Drive takeover.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah.
You say Kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha.
Christopher can go to hell.
Oh, nothing worse than the horse.
Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm in back in Dayton.
You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm.
Here we go.
You don't know. You don't know. And you know why you don't know? Because you're gutless, Andy. You're gutless.
Sedano and Kap.
God, I'm going to melt you. Yeah, come on, Andy K. Bing, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum. Bing, da-dum-bum. Doom, da-dum-bum. Bing, ba-dum-bum. Yeah. Boom, ba-dum-bum. Doom, da-dum-bum, ba-da-bum. Bing, da-dum-bum. Yeah. Boom. Sedano and Kap.
That was the gong.
Yeah, that was really good.
Let it linger.
Yeah, that was really good. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. So I don't know. Andy and I have been talking about this before we get on the air today. And I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Like, today's one of those days where, you know, here we are. We're past the 4th of July. We haven't exactly hit the All-Star break yet. Tomorrow is the big softball game. Then baseball hits a break, and then, like, before you know it, NFL training camps will kick off, and then it'll be preseason. And then, I don't know, man, all of a sudden it's going to become baseball playoffs and basketball preseason. I just feel like we're in this little lull period. So what I guess I'm trying to say is, Andy, who knows what could happen today? Today, things could get a little weird today, is all I'm saying.
Did I not, right before we went on air, did I not say let's keep it weird, Captain?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just keep it weird.
Yeah, let's keep it weird. And I'll tell you this right now. Where I think things are going to get weird later today is Coach Beto Duran is taking his ball players. Even if we're on the opposing ball club. Me, Big D, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
You got your glove?
I got my glove. I got my shoes, bat, ready to roll.
You got a bat?
You know, I got a bat, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got a bat.
How'd you get a bat?
Let's just say I know some people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got a bat guy?
I got a bat guy. And just like how you know people, I know some people.
All right. You have your shoes. Mm-hmm. Now, Andy, do you have proper footwear for the game tomorrow?
Are Skechers considered proper footwear?
I said yesterday I have a brand new pair of Skechers pickleball shoes in my car. Have not yet been worn. I thought they had like some traction on them.
Wear those, Cap, because remember last year, people were slipping and sliding all over the place.
Well, as Mace was just exiting stage left, I said to Mason, Mace, did you get us proper softball shoes? And he said he's going to a Big 5 Sporting Goods this afternoon to get us team-issued shoes. So he asked me what size I wear. Yes, he is.
No, he really is.
He is?
Oh, okay. Good
I told him. He said, what size are you? I said, I'm an 11.
Momo gave me a pair of her softball cleats last year, which was a huge help because I feel like there was at least 3 or 4 plays that could have been saved with proper footwear.
Yeah. And I think, Andy, I don't know, man, but last year your brother, I think he got hurt with.
He did get hurt.
He had like a hamstring problem.
He pulled either a calf or a hammy.
Yeah.
I do not remember which one.
I just remember last year I hit a ball and I was giving it everything I had because I'm that kind of a guy, DeAndre. I'm like a give it all I got kind of guy. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. You know what I'm saying? And I was hustling down to first base. And I was giving it everything. And then all of a sudden I went, ooh. And I'm like, oh no. I yanked a hamstring. And I tried to play it off like I was cool. And I was like, oh my God, how many weeks is this going to take me to recover? Thankfully, it was just like a cramp. You know, because it gets hot as hell out there, man.
Dude.
West Covina is hot.
That place was an oven. It was a straight up oven. It was unpleasant for a lot of that. Because, like, tomorrow we're doing the big, like, 5 or 6 hour extravaganza with you and Mace. But last year we had just a regular rundown of shows. And I don't remember which one, but I believe I was with Mace. I was filling with Mace. So I was 3 hours on that stage. It was not pleasant.
Yeah. I am. I don't know what time I'm going to get there tomorrow. I suspect I'll get there around like 2-ish. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. Can't get there at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
You know, that's going to leave you and your manager, Mace, at odds with each other because he's expecting you at 1.
Come on, man. Really?
I don't think so.
No, man. I can't get there till at least 2.
There's going to be everyone's going to be there.
Okay,
like
good.
Everyone.
Good. I'll get there at like 2. I'm getting there as fast as I can, but I got to do the Cappy Cast tomorrow.
That's right.
Till noon. You know?
You should do the Cappy Cast live on site from West Covina Sportsplex.
You know what? That's not a terrible idea. If they have really strong internet, I'll do it.
I mean, they do because we're going to be on the air, so.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes, especially in the location in West Covina, I just
Yeah, but for us to be able to run the broadcast there.
You can come to Funch Manor. I live 5 minutes away.
Oh, really? I can do my Cappy Cast from your crib?
Possibly, yeah.
What do you mean possibly? I mean, you're offering it.
I don't know where you would do it at.
here.
My garage is kind of like messy.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about your
That
bedroom?
would be even better if you did it from Funch's garage, like
Yeah.
live from Funch's garage.
Or live from Funchy's bedroom.
Yeah,
This is
that
where
would
the
be
magic
better.
happens.
Yeah, this is where the magic happens.
Right. This is where it all goes down.
Punchy lover.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to battle 3 dogs and a cat while you do
Oh,
it.
even
Right.
better.
Right,
Even
right.
better.
Now, Funch, are you ready to work out today?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
And what you're currently wearing, is that your workout
Oh,
gear
no.
for
I
tonight?
got some stuff. I got my gear in the car.
Okay,
because
because Funchy's wearing like some cut-off jean shorts.
Jorts, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, dude, I wish you would. If you're
Jorts
gonna,
are back,
If you're
you
gonna
know.
wear jorts, like why don't you like Daisy Duke them? You know,
that's just too short, man.
what are you
I
looking
don't
at?
have
me like
nice
that
enough
for?
legs for that,
That's
man.
too short.
Couple
I
of
got nice
place
enough
holes
legs for
around the
that.
cheeks.
I could pull it off, but
Yeah, DeAndre could. Yeah.
He does. I remember for
Yeah.
the golf tournament, him and Cody, like that's a style now. Is though they wear those like tighter black golf shorts that are pretty
right.
short.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
No, Daisy
Yeah.
Dukes though are like jean shorts
they-
that are cut off.
you're right.
You
However,
know?
they were getting pretty close to
Then
Daisy Dukes.
frayed at the bottom
Yeah.
a little bit. Dude, we should wear Daisy Dukes to the golf tournament. It's a good idea. Me and you, we should do that.
Should wear them tomorrow.
Wait, so Funch, what about those yellow socks you're rocking today?
Oh, my Nike socks. Kevin Durant socks.
Oh, those are Kevin Durant's socks.
Yeah, they are.
They
KD's,
match
baby.
his
Yeah,
shoes.
it says KD, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that, Andy?
I had no idea.
I didn't
says
know they were
KD on
Kevin
them.
Durant
Hey,
socks.
so he has a whole merch. He got shoes. He's got socks. He's got a backpack too.
Go show them. They match. It all matches.
He does have a backpack.
Well, man, I have a
I-
backpack that says ESPN LA and not a Kevin Durant backpack.
I actually have a Kevin Durant backpack.
You do?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it in.
I will say this. The one thing that gives us an advantage on our team is that DeAndre knows how to handle the heat, given that he lives out in Riverside. He stays out in Riverside, doesn't
right.
live out there. He's from Palm Springs,
right.
but he stays in Riverside. So I figure
He
you're
stays in Riverside to cool down.
right. Got to go a little bit further west.
Is it supposed to be hotter than it was last year? Because I remember last year we were all just dripping sweat at the end of the game. Like, it was gross.
Right now in West Covina, it's 91 degrees.
Okay.
Right now.
Woof.
Woof, huh?
That's
Yeah,
manageable.
that's pretty hot.
Woof. Nah, man, that's nothing.
Okay.
Come to
Nothing.
Palm Springs, 120 degrees, baby.
Yeah, really. Yeah, come on.
Everyone over in Death Valley is begging to get to West Covina right now.
Right. I mean, honestly,
True.
in
For
91
real.
degrees, DeAndre be wearing a jacket. It's too cold.
We'll be playing in a hoodie tomorrow.
Seriously.
Exactly.
All right, so tonight though, Andy, you don't want to come with us?
I would honestly like to. I can't because I got to record Locked On Lakers. Where, by the way, Cappy, you can get this podcast 5 days a week.
Tell me.
It's never behind a paywall.
Okay.
Anywhere you get your podcast, and if you're one of the sickos who likes to watch the podcast happen, there's a YouTube component.
Hey now.
Exactly. So I got to record that later with Brian. Brian is visiting my parents in St. Louis, so he's 2 hours ahead. So kind of needs to
Excuse
try
me
to
for 1 second. Is he by himself?
No. He's with the wife, the kids.
Okay, because I was going to say if he goes to visit your parents by himself, it really makes you look bad that you don't go.
No. He brought the whole family, and my parents understand. My daughter's got some summer volleyball commitments, things like that makes it difficult for us to go out there.
Okay.
Plus, they may be coming here in August.
Yeah, much easier for them to come here.
Well, it's much easier for me for them.
Yeah,
to come
right.
here.
That's
Yeah.
what it is for me too, man.
But so I got to deal with that with Brian. Plus, we got a situation over in Casa Kamenetsky. Our refrigerator freezer is not working.
Okay.
There is a repairman over there that is in the process of fixing this thing, but in the meantime, like everything out of the freezer is currently on the counter.
Defrosting.
I'm concerned.
Yes.
And I keep asking, like, do we need to move things to our auxiliary freezer? Like, what's going on?
Why wouldn't
You
you
have
just
an
move it to the auxiliary
auxiliary?
freezer?
Because originally the guy repairing all this said it was going to be done in like 40 minutes. That's turned into like an hour. Now he's talking about like cleaning out the freezer, replacing the ice maker. I'm like, dude,
He's trying to upsell you.
Dude,
Right, the
dude,
first
there's-
priority
right.
is this stuff on
Right,
the counter.
right. You see this cauliflower pizza right here?
Right, and my wife is stuck at work at her desk. We have a new dog that gets super excited around new people. So
Oh,
we
you're
have to
bearing the lead that you have a new dog.
I know.
Yeah, we got him about 6 weeks ago. His name's Christian. He's like a bulldog.
You have a
pit
dog
mix.
named Christian?
That was his name at the shelter.
Yeah, that's a great
okay.
name.
was the
Didn't know
name
that.
at the shelter.
Didn't know that because it just kind of seems weird that you would have a dog named Christian.
No.
That would be like-
It was not a.
right?
It was not,
People names for dogs is my favorite thing
I
ever.
did not convert. I did not convert in order to get this dog.
Say, I mean,
So we got that going on. Like I think my daughter's been bagging up stuff, putting it for maybe the auxiliary freezer. Like, this is not the night to tell my wife. So I'm going to do a little bit of softball practice, if you don't mind. Like, this is not the night.
okay, understood. Fair enough. Funchy, you got clearance?
Yes.
You got clearance? You
Of
ready
course,
to go?
man. I got my permission slip and everything.
Okay, and DeAndre, Big D, your girlfriend's letting you play tonight?
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Really?
Cappy, not everybody needs to ask their significant other permission like you do.
Yes,
I
they
just
all
explained
do.
how I need
yes,
to ask
actually,
for permission.
Actually, they all do. Yes.
I mean, I communicate, hey, I'm going to go out tonight and get some practice in.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't ask, you tell.
I just tell her, hey, tonight I'm going to get some
Get
practice
out of
in.
here. No, you're not.
Yeah, right.
I promise you I do. I promise you.
See,
Well,
me,
but it's all about tone.
And then the exact tone. I said, hey, tonight I'm going to go out with the guys and get some practice in to get ready for All-Star.
See, that's a
Friday.
tone that is asking for permission without
right,
asking for permission.
exactly right. It's exactly what it is. Like for me, I'm hoping that we don't do any social media tonight because then what's going to happen is Rachel's going to see on social media that I was out messing around playing ball. You know, she'll make you went out tonight with the guys. You drove to Pasadena. You went to go hit. You went for tacos. You could have come home tonight. And I'm like, no, babe, you don't get it. I didn't want to go. I had to go. Otherwise I'm just sitting at the East Central by myself.
She'd probably rather you sit at the East Central by yourself, right?
Yeah, probably so. She shouldn't want me having fun.
Why?
Well, because I'm
Go live your life, you know?
No, I could be home with her. So
She can't get enough Cappy.
that's exactly, Andy. You get it. You understand.
Yeah.
You understand.
I mean, look at this guy.
Look at him. Look at this guy. All right, listen, we're just getting rolling. Okay, we're just underway. I'll tell you what we're keeping our eye on right now. Philadelphia 2, Dodgers 1, top of the 5th. Dodgers are up, 1 out. And I didn't see what happened with Ohtani. Did he strike out? Did he get out? Because, man, Philadelphia has been taking it to the Dodgers. We'll keep our eye on this game. Also, today is the ESPYs, and I want to talk about that, not because I'm super, super into it. It's just that we got Parker on site, and he's going to be doing some reporting. Is your girlfriend's sister with Parker today at the ESPYs?
No, she's
not.
No,
Okay,
she's
all right.
not.
He didn't get a +1.
Got it. Okay, let me talk to everybody about Avner Gatt for one quick second. Avner was here in studio yesterday. Andy, I don't know if you saw this, but we all had to do a drawing, and then Avner had a friend of his come in and do like a personality analysis of all of us. And Funchy said that she was 99% on him, got everything right. DeAndre thought it was more like 85%. I thought she was also about 80% on me. Sedano, for some reason, couldn't get the email. I don't know. And Lindsay thought she was pretty close, too.
So this woman's like a borderline psychic.
Yes, an actual PhD, though. So she has doctor in front of her name. So we couldn't call her like, psychic or, I don't know, one of those readers or whatever. So, but Avner was in yesterday. It was great to see Avner Gatt. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to call Avner Gatt if this is the situation you find yourself in, because, you got this emergency at your house with your freezer. Imagine if you had a massive flood at your house, right? And you call your insurance.
I'm very worried about it if the freezer doesn't get fixed.
Oh, dude,
I'm extremely worried.
If something goes down, okay?
Yeah.
And you seem like a good guy, like the kind of guy that pays his homeowner's insurance every month, right? And if your homeowner's insurance comes out and they go, hey, big flood, wow, this sucks, man, and it's going to cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to fix, and your floors are screwed up, and your furniture is destroyed, and you need new cabinets, and the insurance adjuster says to you, yeah, we get you a couple bucks for this, but that's not even anywhere near as much money as it's going to take to fix all the damage, you call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt starts kicking ass. He's been in this business for 20 years. Dealing with insurance companies is all that he and his team do. They have all the 5-star reviews on Yelp, on Google, the Better Business Bureau that tells you that he's got this incredible track record of success. Avner Gatt's on your side. Avner Gatt gets you the money, not the insurance company. So call him, and I'm going to give you his number, or I'm going to also encourage you to go to his website, Avner, AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com, or you call him, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. Avner will answer the phone. And Andy, I don't know if you know this or not, but do you know what Avner says when he answers the phone?
Hello!
This Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex, it is that time. Time for All-Star Friday Night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill, the Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon, fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends Mike Capozio, Rotolo Chevrolet, and of course, Capozio Buick GMC. See what all the fun is about at Rotolo Chevrolet and Capozio Buick GMC.
Hey guys, it's Sedano here. You know it's hard to find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Are you tired of looking at your old, grimy, and mildewy bathtub? Looking to replace it with a beautiful walk-in shower, but cash is tight? For as little as $89 a month, no payments for 12 months for consumers who qualify, Remodeling Loans can put you into a beautiful new walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. You can rest easy knowing that Remodeling Loans, a network of certified contractors screened and handpicked by us, offers premier products, top-rated service, and value, increasing the beauty, safety, and value of your home. A new walk-in shower will also provide you with a germ-free, slip-resistant, safe, and beautiful new bathroom. Call 800-921-1403 and take advantage of our holiday special of free installation. Our agents are standing by, ready to schedule your appointment with our design team at no cost and no obligation to you. All callers will receive a free upgrade of premium colors just for calling today. A beautiful new walk-in shower is now within reach. Call 800-921-1403. That's 800-921-1403. Are you tired of looking at your old, grimy, and mildewy bathtub? Looking to replace it with a beautiful walk-in shower, but cash is tight? For as little as $89 a month, no payments for 12 months for consumers who qualify, Remodeling Loans can put you into a beautiful new walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. You can rest easy knowing that Remodeling Loans, a network of certified contractors screened and handpicked by us, offers premier products, top-rated service, and value, increasing the beauty, safety, and value of your home. A new walk-in shower will also provide you with a germ-free, slip-resistant, safe, and beautiful new bathroom. Call 800-921-1403 and take advantage of our holiday special of free installation. Our agents are standing by, ready to schedule your appointment with our design team at no cost and no obligation to you. All callers will receive a free upgrade of premium colors just for calling today. A beautiful new walk-in shower is now within reach. Call 800-921-1403. That's 800-921-1403.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Yo, it's Sedano and Kap on 710. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. Got Big D in the house. Funchy Lover. Lindsay Softball. And we are getting ready for tomorrow's big softball game. Looking forward to everybody being out there. And I'll tell you, the broadcast that we're going to do tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m., which will include everybody, is going to be so much fun. Because that's when the Mason and Ireland Reddit Mafia crew is going to take on the Circle of Trust. And I'll tell you right now, the Circle of Trust, Andy, has some making up to do. After what happened at the Mandy's, and then the admission thereafter of the gaming of the system, which everybody says, well, it wasn't against the rules. Okay. But I think that the Circle of Trust softball team is out for blood.
This is how Kaplan started.
Right.
This is how Kaplan, the country, was formed.
Right.
By the way, we talk all the time about how 710 has like the best, most loyal, most engaged listeners of any station anywhere. This game tomorrow is the true testament to, because it's one thing for everyone to show up to a nice casino for the Mandy's, hang out, just listen to a bunch of hopefully funny jokes, bits, whatever. Tomorrow's hot.
Yeah.
And there's going to be people there hanging out all day in the heat.
Yep.
Just in advance, thank you all.
Hey, be careful, because when David 100 shows up and he's got the gummy bears that have been fermenting, 100 is exactly right. I tried to just, enunciate it for this particular time, but I'm going to go back to it. David 100.
That's right.
When 100 shows up and he has the gummy bears that have been sitting in tequila for like the last 2 weeks. Just be careful on those gummy bears, Andy. Just want you to be careful.
No, I will be. Thank you.
All right, ESPYs tonight.
Yeah, the ESPYs are tonight, and it's ESPYs Day, obviously, at ESPN, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech. There have been so many good ESPY speeches over the years, really inspirational. All donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research.
100.
Yep.
100%.
100.
Yeah. All right. Parker is from our social media team is standing by. He is at the ESPYs right now. You'll hear him on the radio, but if you're watching our YouTube broadcast, you'll see him on YouTube. Parker, good afternoon. Set the scene from the ESPYs.
Cappy, how we doing, man? Yes, as you said, we are live here at the ESPYs in Hollywood, my man, might I add. And, dude, let me tell you, I've just recently talked to Meta World Peace, L.A. Laker legend. I just talked to Lisa Leslie, Cappy.
Yeah.
We got people walking down the red carpet right now. Draymond's down there with I think Larry O'Brien. I can't really see. Hopefully he comes by. But it's exciting over here. I'm here with Carlos Aistu and, of course, intern Brianna. But everyone's out here just having a good time, and I'm enjoying it. This is my first time ever having a red carpet event.
Okay, wait a minute. Draymond Green is carrying around the Larry O'Brien?
From how many years ago?
Like,
I know, right? I don't know. I can't see him all the way down here, but he's making his way up.
Like, how do you get to do that? They were champions in 2022. The trophy's passed over twice. You don't get to do
when
that.
you're Draymond, you can do what you want, I guess.
No, man, that's not right. Like that would be like Wayne Gretzky showing up at the Stanley Cup from like 1983. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that. You know, Mario Lemieux is not showing up with the Stanley Cup from 1991. You know?
So, no. Cap, I have a quick tidbit for you. Someone else is here because I heard you guys earlier talking about the All-Star Friday night. So, our man, Kurt Sandoval, is here just a few rows down, Cappy. And he has a bone to pick with you, actually. If I can, I'll get him on the phone. But he's telling you, why is everyone only remembered that he missed the game-winning catch when he went 3 for 3 with 3 doubles?
Okay, listen, that's fair. Okay, that is fair. But it's like any coach will tell you, you know, they don't really celebrate the victories. They agonize over the defeats. And so, you know, everybody sucks up to Beto. Oh, Beto's so great. Oh, Beto's so awesome. Beto hit the walk-off game-winning home run. Beto hit a pop fly, okay, a routine pop fly that should have been caught by any half of an athlete. And Kurt Sandoval, who's a pretty good athlete, Kurt Sandoval dropped that ball. He was backpedaling. His feet hit the fence, and he tripped over the fence. The ball hit him in the glove, and it bounced out. And that's how Beto hit the game-winning walk-off home run.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I have Kurt right here.
Oh, no.
What, you don't need a guy with 3 doubles on your team this year? That's what I'm hearing?
Kurt, I've been bragging about your performance for the better part of 2 years for sure.
Whatever you say, Pinocchio.
I always lead with the 3 doubles.
You know what the worst part about this, Kurt, is the way this catch has been described. You went from this moment that Cappy will not let go of, where you dropped this, you know, game-winning or game-saving home run, to what would have been a spectacular catch because you apparently went through the fence, you're falling backwards, and you had at least some contact with the ball. That could have been a moment for the ages.
Right.
To Cappy's point, the ball was in my glove. And it's one of those orange, 37-cent fences that they put up, you know. If it would have been a real fence, I think I would have caught it. But I hit my head and dropped the ball.
Yes, yeah. It is. I agree. It is the fault of the fence. I agree because
it's a life thing. Don't ever look in the mirror, blame the fence.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're backpedaling and all of a sudden you feel that fence on your ankles, you're like, what the hell's behind me? And then you trip over it, and you're like, your focus gets distracted, and that's what happened, Kurt. But listen, are you going to come out tomorrow night? Because we could use the help.
Oh, now who wants the help?
Yeah.
Well, we need a DH.
I was driving, and I'm hearing, the draft, and you're picking this guy, and I'm like, did I miss an email? Did I miss something there? I know I missed last year, I only had cancer surgery. Don't go too hard on missing because I had cancer surgery. But, yeah, I was totally available. But now Fukuzaki's out sick, and I'm anchoring tomorrow. So
that
I'll
sucks.
be with you in Yeah.
Well, we could really use you. And by the way, we're raising money for the V Foundation, if that's any consolation for you.
You know, and it's funny you say, and all kidding aside, you guys know I love you dearly. And all kidding aside, I was listening to you guys earlier, and I've been pushing the same thing because you guys do. It really is 100% of this money goes to the V Foundation. 100%. They don't use it to buy chairs or anything else. So for your listeners, you know, I lost my mom to cancer. I still have lymphoma. It's in remission. It's really dear to my heart. So I love what ESPN 710 has done for years on this day. So thank you.
Kurt, you look great, by the way, because I'm looking at you on our YouTube channel right now.
Good,
you look
Kurt.
amazing. And by the way, you got your channel, you got your number 7 pin on. Okay, you got your number 7 pin. You're looking very sharp today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's hotter than the Cheevers out here.
Every year the ESPYs, because
Right?
I've done this job many times, Kurt. I've done the red carpet. It is so hot every single year. It's brutal.
Yeah. Hey, Sedano was a rock star in the NBA playoffs, by the way. I listened to it a ton.
Yes, he was. He was great. He was terrific. He was supposed to be out at the ESPYs today, but they only gave him one ticket. And then Mrs. Sedano wanted to go, and then they didn't have a ticket for her, so Sedano blew off the ESPYs.
Hey, that's good. That's a good move to put Mrs. Sedano at the front of the line.
That's exactly right. Hey, Kurt, you look great. We are glad you were healthy,
Yes.
and we definitely want you back on the team next year.
And I will send a camera out just to show highlights for tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Because I appreciate
awesome.
what you guys do.
Oh, man, you're great, man. Appreciate you, Kurt.
All right. Love you guys. Take
Love
care.
you too,
Thanks,
brother.
Kurt.
All right, Kurt Sandoval. He's a hell of an outfielder, that guy.
Yeah.
He is one amazing
He's a good
outfielder.
athlete. Played, remember, in the first pickleball tournament he played in it.
Yeah, and he's also, he and I, we got a lot of common connections to the Challenge Athletes Foundation and the endurance sports world, and our dear friend Bob Babbitt. So shout out to Bobby, and great job by Kurt. All right, Parker, are you back with us?
Hey, Parker's back, and I just got rejected. I tried to get CJ McCollum on the show, guys, and he said, "You know what? You're the Lakers station, so I'm sorry, I can't do it."
That's all right. Yeah, we don't want guys walking by on the red carpet. We just want a scene set. That's all.
Is the Pelicans affiliate out there? Like, who's he going to talk to?
Well, down.
Feel like
I'll
we
tell
are
you what.
ESPN.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I'm looking down, and I lied to you guys earlier. It wasn't Draymond holding that trophy. It's now Jaylen Brown. That's right.
Oh.
So Jaylen Brown, the man who got snubbed from.
Look,
the
that makes
USA
much
team.
more sense.
Jaylen Brown. Now, I honestly, I feel kind of bad for Jaylen Brown. Like, how could he not have been the guy? Here's the guy who's the Finals MVP. How could he not have been invited to replace Kawhi Leonard?
Were I to guess, I mean, first of all, I think Derek White had been listed as an alternative or an alternate before just yesterday. Like, this has actually been in the works for a little bit. But also, too, because these are super teams, it's really about filling specific roles. And somebody like Derek White, because they really need like an 11th or 12th guy. If you think about it along those terms as opposed to just NBA pecking order,
Yeah.
Derek White actually makes more sense than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, but, it kind of, for me, it screws the whole thing up because you know who I wanted to be the next person in?
Who?
Well, first I wanted Caitlin Clark. Because if she can't play for the U.S. women's team, at least she could have been on the bench for the U.S. men's team. Once they went past Caitlin Clark, of course, my next pick was Bronny. I figure LeBron could have easily forced Bronny right onto the U.S. Olympic team.
Honestly, I would rather, because LeBron's pushing 40, he's got 1 billion miles on the odometer. I would so much rather Bronny take his place. Like, they're going to win this thing with LeBron, without LeBron, with Bronny, without Bronny. You save that mileage. LeBron's already got 2 golds. Like, he's fine. He's a made guy.
Yeah, and it's been 12 years, by the way, because I think his last one was 2012.
Yeah.
Okay, Parker, so it looks like a great scene out there. We are watching you on our YouTube channel as we're listening to you cellularly speaking on the radio. You're looking sharp today, by the way.
Thank you. I'll give a quick little turn. Carlo, get that camera on me. There you go. If you're watching the YouTube, you can see the tan suit with the black pants. I figured it's going to be hot. I can't go all black.
Yeah. And tonight, do you have a date afterwards with DeAndre's sisters or DeAndre's girlfriend's sister? Is that why you're looking so sharp?
I don't know, DeAndre. You tell me, man. I mean, we'll see.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. Look at him. He's doing his spin around like we're getting a full look at this kid. Look how good he
Who
looks.
are you wearing, Parker?
Oh, thank you for asking, actually. Yeah, this is Zara Men. Here, do you guys have a quick question? I'll yell one out to Glorilla.
Glorilla?
She's a rapper.
Glorilla, we love you at ESPN LA. I got ignored, guys.
See, now, if it were Megan Thee Stallion, then Cappy would be all over
If it was
that.
Megan Thee Stallion, I'd have to have you put her on the phone. There is nothing more, in my opinion, the worst job in all of broadcasting is working a red carpet.
It's rough.
Sitting
It's been
there
tough,
and
guys.
having to suck up to people while you're behind a fence. You know, hey, Glorilla, hey, Megan Thee Stallion, hey, Stallion, what up, girl? You know, it's just the worst.
Someone like Megan the Stallion's like, what do I call her to try to get her attention? Do I call her Megan? Do I call her Stallion? Do I call her Megan the Stallion, that's a lot.
Abbreviated MTS.
Call her Meg.
Meg.
But is that a little too familiar? You've never met her before.
No, you say, what's up, girl? That's what you do.
You say what's happening.
That's what you say what's happening. That's exactly right. All right, Parker, we may come back to you. We may check back in with you. This is an outstanding report by you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll be here, and if I get somebody who's down to call in, I will have Lindsay call me.
I don't need anybody. I don't care. I like you there. I like you reporting on who's there, what they're doing. I like you
We
on the
just
red
learned
carpet.
that it's Jaylen Brown and not Draymond Green.
Right. Good work by you, man. That's outstanding work.
Yeah, thank you. I try. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon, man.
All
Thank
right.
you for having me.
All right. There's Parker. Good-looking kid.
He looks good there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
I mean, why is your girlfriend's sister not giving him the time of day, DeAndre?
No, that's not it, man.
What is it?
It's whatever. Like I said, I don't get in their business. It's whatever they do. It's not me.
Okay.
I'm just
he's on the red carpet. He looks good.
He does look good. I give my boy props. He looks good.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you're reporting from the red carpet and you're stuck behind those cages, it is the most demeaning thing of all time. You want to be walking the red carpet.
They have cages?
Yeah. Oh, don't you see what's going on here?
I wasn't watching.
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
he's in a cage.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, they got him locked up.
The only red carpet.
It's a bunch of individual cages.
He's in media jail.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to look now. So
Yeah,
what
he's in red carpet jail.
The only red carpet I did was when I worked at NFL Network, and they did it for the what is the NFL honor ceremony?
Yeah.
But they let us all just kind of like post up along there.
Oh, my
There's no
God.
cages
It
for that.
feels like you are in jail.
I one time did a red carpet. This is like in the late 90s. I'm in New York City. It was like an SI, like Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year kind of awards. And then it's so bad. Like, here come the guys. What were those guys' names that sang the song Who Let the Dogs Out?
Baha Men.
Baha
Oh, the
Men.
Baha Men. Oh, hey, here comes the Baha Men. Hey, guys, who let the dogs out?
I loved it. Don't lie.
So damn
loved
bad.
it.
It was horrible. No, the goal is
You
to
start really questioning your life choices.
Yeah,
at
right.
that
The
point.
goal is to be walking the red carpet,
I know.
not talking to people who are walking the red carpet. Okay. All right.
Trying to do a hard-hitting interview with the Baha Men.
Yeah, I know, right? So, fellas, who exactly did let the dogs out?
Did you ever figure that out?
Cap, I got a surprising revelation for you on this.
Okay.
There is a documentary called Who Let the Dogs Out.
Oy vey. Seriously?
And they try to answer that question, and it's amazing.
Oy vey.
Well, the worst part when you have someone like the Baha Men, because I've been through that, not with them, but like a similar type of, I don't mean this dismissively, but kind of one-hit wonder.
Mm-hmm.
When you start having to try to get past the point of talking about that one thing, like when you're with the Baha Men, you're like, okay, how do I steer the conversation about anything other than Who Let the Dogs Out? And
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, what else would you say to
I
that?
cannot think of a single thing to ask.
Hey, while I got you guys here, who let the cats out? You know?
What, oh, are you doing this for ESPN? You're like, so Baha Men, if I could shift away from Who Let the Dogs Out, your thoughts on the NBA this season?
Right.
Like,
What do you guys think about the Olympics coming up, you know?
you feel so stupid.
What are your feelings on Bronny? You know?
If I could talk a little politics, Baha Men.
Right. Yeah. All right, listen, stay with us, man. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. And Andy here actually put in some real time last night watching the Lakers Summer League and has some commentary about Bronny's performance. We'll get to that coming up. But before we do, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow at the big softball game, it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to hydrate. And you know how we're going to hydrate? With icy, cold Coors Light. Okay? And here's why. Because Coors Light is cold, it's crisp, it's refreshing on a hot summer day, and dare I say, Coors Light is crushable. Crushable. What do you think about that, Andy?
Crushing like the home runs are coming tomorrow?
Hey, listen, I'm planning on going deep righty and lefty. I'm going both ways.
I heard about this, the switch hitting.
I'm going both ways.
So after each home run, lefty and righty, you crush it with a Coors Light.
Hey, you know what? Big D, will you do me a favor? When I cross home plate, could you spray me down with some icy cold Coors Lights?
I got you.
In celebration. Hey, listen, I want you to pick up some icy cold Coors Light, especially those of you guys that are coming out to tailgate, okay? Visit this website, CAChooseChill.com. That's CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And as always, celebrate responsibly.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free. With zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
So what's the deal? Today is the anniversary of this song. Is that right? Baseball?
That's
correct. Boys
correct.
in the band.
She says that I'm an all-time favorite.
Doobie doobie doo. 1981.
The right time.
Rick James.
This is one of the first albums that I ever bought.
Really?
Oh, Street Songs. This album was so... You know what's funny is Rick James, because he was so bigger than life and his persona was huge, and the drugs and the sex and the Chappelle, all of that stuff, people forget he was a monster talent. Rick James was insanely talented.
I love how you said the drugs, the sex, the Chappelle.
Yes.
You left out the Eddie Murphy party all the time.
Well, that's what... Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
I'll say this right now, Big D, and you know what I'm going to say. Man, you ain't know nothing about no Rick James. And I'll double down. Man, you ain't know nothing about no Super Freak.
Come on now.
It's for real.
Come on now. If this song was to come play at the Sunset Room, just know something. You see what Corporate Greg does? You know what his dance moves?
Oh, yeah. I
got something different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so you are coming to the after party tomorrow night?
Oh, I am.
At the Sunset Room.
That's right. I'll be there.
Your girl coming?
Yeah, she'll be there with me.
All right.
Specifically for Super Freak, or just?
Nah,
to
I'm
be
just saying
there?
it just in general.
Oh no, I'm gonna be asking the DJ to play Super Freak. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I really am. Andy, can you give us the All-Star Islands? Let's kind of read this, and we'll get to you your analysis of Bronny's performance yesterday.
Well, this Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex, don't miss your chance to press the flesh with us and root on your favorite 710 personality during the summer tradition unlike any other All-Star Friday night. This Friday, live broadcast and event begins at noon. The festivities for the game get underway at 6 p.m. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Be sure to bring your coolers and lawn chairs for All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Islands Restaurants. Islands, your local paradise.
Island boy.
Island boys.
I'm an island boy. All right, so yesterday the Lakers Summer League team was playing
The Cali Classic.
and
team.
I was watching, but we were here in studio, so I wasn't able to like really focus.
Mm-hmm.
You actually watched this game. I saw late in the game when Bronny went down, and I was like, uh-oh. And I don't know why, but like every time somebody hits the deck, I'm like, they're hurt. And Anthony Davis, who had a great game yesterday for the United States against Canada, he's still flopping all over the ground. It drives me absolutely crazy.
Anthony Davis is both a great player, like a true superstar player, and he's an emotional experience. Because every time that guy falls down, which is like once every 2 minutes in a game, you feel like as a Laker fan, your life is passing before your eyes. Because he falls so awkwardly and he's so gangly and all this stuff. But yeah, he was a monster in this game against Canada. You could argue he's the best player on the floor. He severely outplayed Joel Embiid. AD was really good.
But what'd you make of Bronny's performance yesterday? I didn't get to see, like I said, we were watching it here in the studio, so I didn't get to really like focus on it. And I know that if people look at the stat line, they're going to go, okay, he's really not that impressive. But what did you see?
This was one of those games where if you weren't watching, you wouldn't recognize the impact that he had in this game, because defensively, he was really, really good. He had a lot of sequences where he either had steals or deflections or blocks. He had one steal where he literally just ripped the ball out of some ball handler's hands. He had another sequence where he was on a switch, defended both guys really well, and forced the last ball handler to, I don't remember, either miss the shot or turn the ball over. He had another sequence where he got switched onto a Miami big. I don't know the guy's name, but he was giving up at least a foot to this guy. And Bronny successfully fronted him to where the guy couldn't get an entry pass. They ended up moving away. Bronny rotated, got to a different guy, and forced either a turnover or a miss. Like, I'm not going to blow this out of proportion like, oh my God, the Lakers found a superstar defensive player 55th in the draft. They were the only guy who saw it with Bronny. But this one game, Bronny played legitimately well. Like, I'm not blowing smoke. He was legitimately good in this game.
All right, we'll talk about this more as the afternoon goes on. By the way, Philadelphia is up 4-1 over the Dodgers. They've got runners on first and second, and there's 2 outs. Stick around, everybody, because what we all need to know is coming up next. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Now is a great time to visit the Commerce Casino and Hotel.
All right, first day, spring training for Michael Funches. Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're going to lose $100,000 mythical money. Because look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. It's there. Oh no.
results for your personal injury matter. If you've been injured and have questions, give us a call. 213-747-2000. 213-747-2000. We will schedule your free consultation with no obligation, no recovery, no fee. And if you want a second opinion on your current case, we'll be happy to help. 213-747-2000. The Personal Injury Law Offices of Joseph S. Normand.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What we all need to know is being brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. Tomorrow's the big softball game, so tomorrow's show is just going to be, all over the place. And by the way, we'll be calling the Circle of Trust against the Mason and Ireland Mafia tomorrow, so that'll all be happening while we're on the air. But now, here she is, Lindsay Baseball, with what we all need to know.
Well, I don't know if you need to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, but Target is going to stop accepting personal checks from shoppers as of July 15th. I don't know how many people write checks anymore, but apparently Target says that due to the extremely low volumes of customers who still write checks, they're just going to make it way easier, more convenient for everybody when they check out by using only credit, debit cards, and cash. So,
Okay. So I don't even own a checkbook anymore.
I said the last time I wrote a check was probably 10, 15 years ago.
Right. Back in the old days, I used to literally get my bills. Okay, here's the electric bill. Here's a cable bill. Here's all the bills. I hand write checks, stuff an envelope, put it in the mail, snail mail, and send it out. It's got to be 15, 20 years already where you pay all your bills online, right?
You want to know what? My mom still does that.
She writes a check?
She's an accountant, and she said that that's just how she likes to do it.
I'm trying to think of the last time I've written a check. Like, I do have a checkbook, and I know I've written a check sometime in the calendar year 2024. I just don't remember when. But thinking about this, though, with Target, like, if you have a cashier who's under 30, if you start to hand them a check, they'll be like, the hell is
it? Yeah. Right, maybe under 40.
They're going to have no idea, like, what do I do with this? Like, is this real? This is a piece of paper.
All right, hold on. DeAndre, you're 26, right? Do you have a checkbook?
No.
Okay. When was the last time? Have you ever written a handwritten check?
When I used to live in Orange County, when I went to school at Orange Coast College.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember recently, and I don't remember what it was for, but this was in the last year or so. For whatever reason, I needed a check. I'm like, I don't have any checks. I had to go to the bank and have them issue me like a 3 checks.
Temporary checks,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you actually have to ask now. Even like if you were to open a bank account, like you specifically have to ask for checks. And like it's actually cheaper, I think, to have an account where you don't write checks.
Yeah. Back in the old days, I say old days, I mean, this could have been, like I said, 10 years ago. You'd go to a grocery store, and there'd always be that line. You'd go in, and there'd be some little old lady, and she'd go into her wallet, and she'd write out her check, and then she'd log it, Vaughn's, $100. Then she'd have 1,000 in her checking account, minus 100, 900. Like, I don't even know. Do kids today? No kid. My kids none of them would know how to write a check or balance a checkbook.
My daughter's 13. Actually, she has seen a check. The reason she's seen a check is her grandparents or her great aunt send her one.
Yeah.
That's actually how she has seen
$20.
Is she like, what do I do with this?
She gives it to mom or dad. They deposit it and give her cash.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I got to say, it's funny you mentioned this, that Target says we're not taking checks. Nowadays, I'll sometimes say to people, do you guys take cash? Right? Right there.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know that Disney is a lot of the stores are cash only, or at least like the restaurants are, the quick service
they're cash
ones.
only?
I mean, I'm sorry, they're card only.
Okay.
And I know it might be Universal, but one of the other amusement parks around here is cash only now. Like
cash only.
I'm sorry, I keep saying that. It's cards only, cash free. That's what they call it. Cash
you go to
free.
sporting events, you're all cashless now.
Yeah, a lot of them are cashless.
Concerts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said cash only, and I caught you on that. No, but it was yesterday I was having the same problem. I kept talking about global warming rather than my global entry card. Warming comes after global.
Okay, we're talking about this generationally with money. I remember a few years ago, I was helping my daughter. She's 13 now, so this must have been when she's maybe 7, 8, something like that, on math problems that involved money and involved like cash and coin is the way they were describing this.
Yeah.
And she was struggling with these math problems. I'm like, wait, you understand this math? And then I came to realize it's not the math she didn't understand. It was the concept of cash and coins. Like, that's what was actually confusing her, because like she doesn't know what like a nickel is. Like she doesn't really even understand like like she knows what it is. Like she knows that a nickel exists, but like the idea of making transactions with paper and coins, like at that age, she'd maybe seen it like 3 times or something. She just didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, right now, today being 7-Eleven, you know that you can go into a 7-Eleven store and you can get a free Slurpee, right? I would not even know that. But my daughter sent me a message today and she's like, hey, there are no 7-Elevens up here in Boise, Idaho, but you guys should all go get what? What are you telling me? You got one? Really? You're going to get one?
Right now.
Oh, you're going right now to get a Slurpee. Jorge Briones, you're going to get a free Slurpee right now. Ahora. See? Okay. Can you get me one? No?
No, you have to be there in person.
Oh, you have to be there. You can't walk in and get like 12 of them? Be like, I'm taking them back to the station.
I got one for Cappy. I got one for DeAndre.
Yeah, but can't you put it like in a? You can put it like in a big cup, though, right? You can put it like in any cup.
Okay. All right. So you only got a small one. This fool just walked in, told us about the 7-Eleven thing today, and then grabbed a piece of pizza that's been sitting around for like the last 5 hours. Yeah.
12-ounce Slurpee.
A 12-ounce Slurpee. That's what you get. All right. That pizza looks good. I'm hungry. That pizza looks good. What pizza is that? Is that chicken pizza?
That's that new tavern style.
Is it the flat one?
Oh, is that the tavern style?
That's a tavern style.
The Pizza Hut it's the flat one?
That's right.
It's damn good. I had a little earlier.
Really good.
That's the style I like, because I grew up in St. Louis. St. Louis is really known for its super thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
Like when I make pizza at home, I'll roll out the dough, I'll do all that stuff. It's essentially like a pizza maker, but it's indoor, like a wood fire, but indoor. Makes that style pizza. Mine are always super flat, so I want to try that.
Okay, let's do it. Let's
style.
grab that. Let's bring that in here. But I was saying, if you go to 7-Eleven and you got some change in your pocket, which most people don't have, right? You go up to the front to pay, and then you look at a Bazooka bubble gum. You're like, you know what? For 5 cents, whatever. I'll have a Bazooka. I'll read the comic. I'll get the the horoscope.
Bazooka bubble gum.
You don't know what Bazooka bubble gum is?
I do know what it is, but I mean,
what?
Did anyone still buy that Bazooka bubble gum?
Hey, if it's there,
Cappy does.
If they got some Bazooka, I'll buy it. You know. But, I mean, I got to write a check for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, here's a check for 5 cents for the Bazooka. Anyway. All right, I'm watching this Phillies-Dodgers game, top of the 7th, and Philadelphia is up 4-1, and the Dodgers have 2 outs and a runner on first, and Philadelphia has been ham-slamming the Dodgers over the last 2 days. And... look, I mean, Philly,
wow.
I know, what a catch.
Oh, my.
Kike Hernandez hit a ball to the gap in left center field where the fence is 387 feet, and the center fielder for Philadelphia makes this spectacular running catch right at the warning track. And now you got 2 outs.
That's a type of play that you will not be seeing tomorrow during the All-Star softball game. Nobody is capable of doing something like that.
Nobody can run that fast, and even if they could get their hand on the ball, they will drop the ball anyway.
Absolutely.
Here comes Ohtani, and I'm just going to take a quick peek here at what Ohtani has done so far today. 0 for 3, Ohtani, and the Phillies leading 4-1, top of the 7th. Like I said, one runner on first, 2 out. And Ohtani, I got to go back and look at the last 2 games, but I've been watching these games while we've been on the air because they're on the East Coast. He has just not looked really good. There hasn't been much offense from the Dodgers. Yesterday, he had this one strikeout where his helmet popped right off of his head.
He just hit in the 3rd out.
Yep. Ohtani, grounder, second base. And the Phillies get out of the inning, 4-1, Philadelphia. And I guess it was Rojas who made this incredible catch out in center field.
That was spectacular.
It really was. So Dodgers down now. It is 4-1, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th in Philadelphia. So I'm looking at these rosters, Andy, for tomorrow. And Steve Mason, has made it seem like his team, which I am on, and I'm offended by the whole thing, because you are on Alan Sliwa's team.
I am on Sliwa's team, yes.
Here's the rundown for Sliwa's team. Sliwa, Beto Duran, Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Mr. OPS.
That's right. Jorge Briones.
Last year's reigning MVP.
J.B. long.
Nobody knows anything about JB. He's a mystery.
I'm going to take a swing here and say I don't think JB is going to be any good.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I know. And he's not going to be happy to hear me say that.
I was going to say, what do you got against JB?
I love JB. JB knows I love him. I will see him. I will bring it in with him. I'll give him a Euro kiss. Mwah, mwah. I love that guy.
Who do you love more, JB or Kurt Sandoval?
Well, that's tough. But I'll tell you, I think I go with JB.
Okay.
I think I love JB more.
Okay.
But I don't think he's going to be good.
Just doesn't have the look.
Doesn't have the look of like a big hitter.
You know what he looks like? He looks like he'd be a great golfer. JB looks like he'd be a phenomenal golfer.
Much better golfer than softball player. But hey, listen, maybe he's going to surprise us all. You know, he's here he comes from Torrance, California, out of Notre Dame University. He's more of a hoops guy than he is a softball guy. So I don't know if JB Long's going to be any good. Brian Cohen could be a surprise.
Brian Cohen played well last year.
I don't remember his game.
He could hit.
He can hit.
He's a big, powerful guy. Here comes Andy Kamenetsky following Brian Cohen. Then Funchy Lova, Michael Funchess, and Lindsay Baseball, a.k.a. Hungarian Heat, who bailed on everybody.
No, I didn't bail. I was kind of like pushed out, you know?
Whoopie-doo. Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you were pushed out.
Well, I was because, again, they were, a lot of people were not able to make this year's event because people are on vacation or they got other things going on. Kirk Morrison's going to be at a wedding. And when we discussed this date and then people asking if they could play, I said, yes, but I'm leaving for vacation that night on a red eye back to Cleveland. So I will go if I can bat early on. If you guys want me to play, I'll play, but I got to get in the game early. And then I guess they take it too seriously to think that I could have any type of impact at the top of the lineup. So I just wasn't, considered.
Okay.
So that's all.
All right. So you heard Team Sliwa.
I just want to say I did play softball in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty good, but I guess you guys will never know.
Guess we won't.
Wow, we're missing out.
All right.
I did go 2 for 3 last year.
Okay. All right. Alan Sliwa's team sounds okay. Pretty good. Andy, you're on that team. Funchy Lover, you're on that team. JB Long is a wild card. We don't know. Steve Mason's team. Mace, horrible. Travis Rogers, excellent. Ron Mitchell, versatile. DeAndre, a big unknown, although he's given us a sneak peek because of some social media posts about his hitting.
DeAndre's fascinating because he is, I think, the best athlete at this station, like currently the best athlete at this station.
Why do you say that?
Because
John?
he's, A, a very good athlete, B, he's young, C, he's fit, D, he's standing right there.
Yeah, right.
But also what I think is interesting, though, is not every athletic skill automatically translates.
Correct.
If I may, and I don't know if things have changed since, DeAndre is a better athlete than me. Like, I will say this.
No,
he
don't
is
say that.
flat out
No.
a better athlete than me.
No.
However, unless things have changed, based on the one time I practiced pickleball with DeAndre,
Oh, boy.
I would smoke DeAndre in pickleball, and it's not even close.
Wow.
Even though he's a much better athlete than me. So you never know how these things translate.
Right. So that's the thing. I'm not sure. DeAndre's hitting 4th. Then here I come.
Whoa, 4th now?
Yeah, you're 4th. They moved you up.
Oh,
first
it was 9.
I'm
First
sorry,
it was
he's doing
9.
cleanup?
No. Just so you know, that list is like the list of just the players. I don't think it's in any particular order. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the order
Mace
is.
told me I was hitting 6.
Actually, I think this. Well, no, there's no way Mace would lead off.
No, that's right. All right, DeAndre's
No, that was the
up.
order that they were picked in.
Okay, DeAndre. Wait a second. You mean to tell me that 1, 2, 3? I was a 4th round draft choice? You got to be kidding me. All right, then I'm up. Then Ramona. Then Kai, who's one of our marketing consultants, who is a really, really good college water polo player. And I saw Kai the other day in the men's room. We stood there and we urinated at the same time. And he told me that he doesn't think that he's going to be very good. Okay. Then we got Manny, who's also one of our marketing consultants. He's a big, strong dude. Then we got Emily. She catches. Laura's got an injury, and we've replaced Laura with DeMarco Farr. And DeMarco is another wild card because DeMarco is in good shape now. This is not – DeMarco is looking like Super Bowl
Let me tell you
DeMarco.
something about DeMarco. Now, he can play pickleball.
He's gotten better.
He is a good pickleball
He has
player.
gotten a lot better.
He's a good hitter.
He has gotten a lot better, to be sure. All right, stick around, everybody. I do want to tell everybody that we have Dr. Clapper, who's going to be coming up next, and Dr. Clapper will help us analyze what is the situation with some injuries in the Dodgers pitching staff. We'll get to Dr. Clapper next. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
I can't do this don't give up thing all by myself. This whole fight, this journey thing is not a solo venture. This is something that requires support.
This is ESPY Day at ESPN. In honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. Are you a healthy young man between the ages of 19 and 38 looking to make a difference in the world? Well, California Cryobank is seeking young men to join their team by becoming sperm donors. You can make up to $1,500 a month. If you're eligible to work in the U.S., you are eligible to apply. Make a meaningful contribution and earn some extra cash along the way by visiting spermbank.com. That's spermbank.com to apply. California Cryobank, helping make a family's dream come true, one donation at a time. Apply today at spermbank.com/ESPN.
Be one of the first to experience Cosm, Copa America Finals and third place match, live this Saturday and Sunday in shared reality. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action, every save, slide tackle, and exhilarating goal. See the game like never before. Limited tickets only at Cosm Los Angeles.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
Sedano Kap on 710 ESPN. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. Want you to listen all day today to 710 for your chance to experience the Copa America Finals and third place match in shared reality this Saturday at Cosm Los Angeles. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action of every save, slide tackle, and exhilarating goal. Experience the game like never before at Cosm Los Angeles. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. That's C-O-S-M, Cosm.com, or the Cosm mobile app. But keep listening all afternoon for your chance to win a pair only from 710 ESPN. Andy Kamenetsky, Dr. Clapper, how are you? Is getting ready to jump on the air here. Hi, Doctor.
Hi, Scott. Nice to talk to you.
Nice
Hi,
to
Andy.
talk to you. Hey, Doc. Doctor, what's cooking, baby? How are you?
Busy day in surgery. I'm getting ready right now, looking at my x-rays for tomorrow. Big day. It's like in baseball, they say it's hitting for the cycle. Tomorrow I'm going to do a hip replacement, shoulder replacement, and 3 knee replacements. It's going to be busy.
Nice. You operate today?
Today I saw patients. Saw a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
Someone from Needles, California. I don't even know where Needles is.
It's a desert.
Came all the way.
Really?
Far away.
And 5 surgeries tomorrow, huh?
Yep.
And how long will each surgery take?
My dad was a carpenter, Scott. He taught me to measure twice, cut once. So they take me a little less than an hour.
Wow. All right. You going to get a good night's sleep tonight?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting pizza from my favorite pizza place in L.A. My daughter already called me to tell me she got it for me. It's called Pizza Wagon of Brooklyn. It's in Sherman Oaks. You should try it.
Really? Okay. Very nice. Yeah. I always like to ask my doctors, like, hey, man, did you get a good night's sleep last night? You good? Anything going on in your personal life? Everything good? Like, let's just make sure you're right, I don't need you having your mind in another spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you still got to be focused. And, I love playing music in the operating room. And depending on the surgery I'm doing, I play different kind of music. It's kind of fun.
Okay, how do you choose the music? Like, what music complements which type of surgery?
Well, my first case tomorrow is going to be a very complicated hip surgery, so I need Eric Clapton, big time.
Okay.
He's what I use when I have complicated cases. Then it's going to ease up, and I'll do George Michael, and I'll do Gloria Estefan, and I always end with Sade.
That's the fun surgery? Right. That's the surgery you're dancing around?
Right. Yeah.
That one's easy. That one's no problem. Get the Miami Sound Machine going.
Come on, Dr. Clapper, do the conga.
Yeah. And I got a lot of young people in the operating room going, oh, my God, we want to hear hip-hop. I go, listen, I remember when Run DMC was just Walk DMC.
Right.
That's how old I am.
That's exactly right. You probably even remember Crawl DMC. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Scott, I know a lot about the hip, but not the hop.
I understand. I do. Dr. Clapper is here. Doc, let me ask you this question because I'm watching the Dodgers right now. It is the top of the 8th inning. The Dodgers are down 4-1, and they are in many ways limping towards the All-Star break.
Yes.
And there are a lot of injuries on this team, but the one that is kind of got everybody talking right now is Tyler Glasnow. Some people kind of think that the reason they put him on the injured list is give him a break before the All-Star break itself and then take him out so he doesn't have to pitch in the All-Star game. But they call it back stiffness. What do you make of Tyler Glasnow's back stiffness injury?
Well, a couple of things. First, he's already pitched 109 innings. He's just 11 away from his career high in a season.
Wow.
He goes back to pitching for the Pirates, and I think he pitched for the Rays. So he's 11 innings away from his maximum. And let me give you a Clapper vision of why lower back tightness really makes a difference and why you do need to shut him down. It's because in order to throw 100 miles an hour, everybody focuses on the elbow, Tommy John surgeries, the rotator cuff in your shoulder. But what really generates the speed is your back. And the Clapper vision is, if you've ever seen pictures of one of those deadly cobras or the black mamba that Kobe used to talk about or a rattlesnake, they leap at you. You know how they leap at you? They coil up. They twist their body in this, we call it a serpentine, in an S-shaped curve. They coil up. And that's what gives them the ability to spring forward, just like a spring. Well, that's your lower back when it comes to being on the pitcher's mound and throwing at 100 miles an hour. So if he's got lower back tightness, look out. You better shut him down, particularly he's getting to his maximum, because you're going to need him for sure in the World Series.
Let me ask you something, Doc, because I've heard some people speculate that because, like you talked about, Glasnow is near some of his career highs in terms of innings tossed, and there's been a lot of work from him already, and there's always that concern about injury. I've heard some speculation that this could be the Dodgers basically coming up with something to get Glasnow a rest and, work around the rules. Not asking you to opine on that one way or the other, but back tightness or something like that is often that type of injury. What makes something like back tightness like a good, for lack of a better way of putting it, fake injury?
I never thought about that. It's a good question. Obviously, I remember Mike D'Antoni when he was with the Lakers complaining about the MRI, because the MRI is so sensitive, it will pick up things like bone bruises, negative X-rays. Your whole workup is negative, but you do an MRI and you see these subtle findings that, by the way, are very helpful for us when it comes to cancer, because it'll show us such subtle things way ahead of time. But when you talk about lower back tightness, this is a diagnosis that has no objective study that we can point to, not a nerve conduction EMG, not an X-ray, a CAT scan, an MRI, an ultrasound. This is a diagnosis that, for want of a better term, you can say and not really be able to objectify.
You get all that, Andy?
So it's essentially it's non-specific to some degree, like just non-specific enough?
Yes, but I will tell you, Kawhi Leonard, remember how upset he was because the San Antonio Spurs would not take what he was saying seriously when he said his quad, muscle hurt. Or we can even go back to Dwight Howard when he was in Orlando complaining of his back, when sure enough, it turned out to be a big herniated disc with radiating pain down his leg. I mean, on the record, he talked about how frustrated he was.
Dwight came back too early that season. There's no question. I don't think he actually got enough credit for playing through it. And again, to make it clear, I am not in any way personally speculating that something, that Glass now this is faked or anything like that. I'm just curious because if you've covered sports long enough, you start hearing about certain injuries that are just sort of convenient explanations or convenient offerings to get somebody on the injured list or whatever if you need to, and backs often come up with that. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, and I mean, being a Dodger fan and being a Tyler Glasnow fan, I've got nothing to do but believe him, and it's very important for the team to respect that and absolutely do what they're doing, which is to shut him down.
Yep, and I also think the thing you brought up at the very beginning, he's pitched more innings thus far through the first half of the season than he's ever pitched in a first half of a season. He's now, what you said, Doc, I mean, he's like less than 20 innings away from pitching more than he's ever pitched in an entire season. So he's had a lot of wear and tear here in the first half of the season. Dr. Clapper, will we see you tomorrow, perhaps, after all of these surgeries, at the All-Star softball game where there's guaranteed to be injuries?
Showing up in a pair of bloody scrubs. Are you going to be like that?
I guarantee you there'll be more injuries at this game than if I covered the L.A. Rams. You've got a lot of weekend warriors out there who are going to basically pull this and pull that, and every one of you has a history. I remember George Sedano talking about his back. We talked already about Beto Durand. I mean, look out. Each and every one of you are either pre-op or post-op, in my opinion.
Yeah, last year Mace got all bloodied during the game. 2 years ago, Doc, remember you cleared me right before the game? If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to play, but you cleared me. So.
And I was at the basketball game that we had where Mace literally, if you look at the close-up pictures of him doing the face plant, you'll see me in uniform right next to him. He almost landed on me as he did his face plant. So good luck tomorrow, even though it's softball. To the Weekend Warrior team at 7:10, it's hardball.
Dude, that mace plant was so bad and so face forward. I actually thought Mace did it on purpose as a bit.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
Well, it's because no human being falls that dramatically, that face forward. Like, I've never seen a person actually fall like that. So I just thought it was like a typical Mace bid for attention and like spotlight in the eyeballs. I didn't actually think he fell.
Well, he did.
It was dramatic. It was
bad.
painful to watch.
Yes, it was.
You can actually hear his face crunch the floor when I was as close to him as I was.
Hey, Doc, we'll let you roll. I'm going to just tell everybody that Radio Tinder's coming up next, but here's the situation. Dodgers down 4-1, top of the eighth. Dodgers have one out and the bases loaded. Miguel Rojas is up right now. Ooh.
Took a strike.
We'll tell you what happens.
Yeah, I think the prayer goes, Baruch Atah, hit a home run.
Right,
That's
that's exactly how it goes. Doc, we'll talk to you next week, man. Be well.
All right, God bless you.
All right, right back to you. Dr. Clapper stopping by. Stick around, everybody, because Lindsay Baseball's got Radio Tinder next. This is Sedano and Kap here on 710 ESPN.
This Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex, it is that time. Time for All-Star Friday Night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill. The Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon. Fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Culture Pop Soda. Culture Pop Soda. Soda you can feel good about.
I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFFS, reminding you to exercise your right to shut the up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-CUFFS, because no one looks good in handcuffs unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
Now is a great time to visit the Commerce Casino and Hotel, located 7 miles south of downtown LA, just off the 5 freeway. Come experience some of the best action that SoCal has to offer. There's always a seat at the table at LA's Commerce Casino, with the widest variety of poker and table games around, from easy baccarat, hold'em, 21st century blackjack, and many more. Commerce Casino is where the game reigns.
Must be 21. Play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgambling.ca.gov.
Summer's just getting started, so fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. It tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with a 5% kick of alcohol, Twisted Tea is perfect for the beach, the lake, or wherever you're hanging out and day drinking with your friends. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
If you're looking to move out of your parents' place, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive, which is good because your little brother has gotten really territorial. You're blood related. You'd think it would be fine to share food in the fridge. I mean, who writes their name on every individually wrapped slice of cheese, Tyler? Still, you've got to admire the commitment. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and use the savings to help you move out and have all the cheese you want. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
And it is Sedano Kap, around 5:30 p.m. in the Southland. Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Such a good show.
What show is it?
The White Lotus.
Oh, I love White Lotus.
I love this theme song. I love the show. I love the actors and actresses in it. I can't wait for the 3rd season. So good. I hope somehow they bring back, what's her name? Jennifer Coolidge.
Is she the one that's like the big mess?
Yes, she's dead, but they will they'll often
Ghost
refer
or
to
something?
people in
Flashback?
flashbacks. Yeah. She's just, oh my God. That was a great ending to that show.
Andy, you watch White Lotus?
I do watch White Lotus, yes.
You're down with both seasons? I
liked season 1 more than season 2.
I liked season 2 better.
I like season 1 better, too.
Season 2 was very, mysterious and, I don't know. I just feel like there was, I don't know. I like 2 better.
I liked 1.
I thought 1 was more interesting.
By the way, speaking of TV shows, just really quick, do you guys watch shows on Apple TV often? Because I feel like they have the best... they're competing with Max for some the best television, the best TV shows.
I don't feel like I'm watching very much on Apple Plus or Apple TV, but I will say this. On Max, I haven't started it yet, but I've been getting rave reviews about the Hard Knocks New York Giants off-season show because they're showing the conversations that are happening between the Giants front office and Saquon Barkley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and how Barkley winds up taking off for Philadelphia. We always see these Hard Knocks docu shows in season, and it's just football, a big deal. Who cares? We've seen it all before. But the off-season, through 2 episodes, I'm told this Giants off-season Hard Knocks is great. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you know what? That's actually a really good idea and a good change because I got to be honest, at this point, I have found most of the Hard Knocks over the last several years kind of boring.
Well, I liked last year's because I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I mean, I guess nowadays if you say that, people are like, oh, really? Well, what does that tell me about you? I mean, I just wanted to know what it was going to be like as he went to the Jets, and I was really in on it.
It's still a bleep show. You know?
I've just found most of, you were saying, the stories. I've seen this before. There's the one guy that they focus on because he's a long shot to make the team. It's just felt like everything that's being recycled. But the way you're talking about this with the Giants, this is actually different.
Yeah, sounds really interesting. Hey, today is ESPYS Day at ESPN, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial's Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart. That's v.org/Stuart. I'm sure everybody listening has got some, cancer stories from their family, and I'm sure this hits home for a lot of people. So if you would like to make a donation, 100% of your donation goes to cancer research. Real quick before we get to Radio Tinder, the Dodgers were down 4-1. They had the bases loaded. Hit into a double play. Philadelphia got out of the inning, and now come back in, and Kyle Schwarber hits another home run. This is like the third solo home run of the game for Philadelphia. It's now 5-1 Philly over the Dodgers, and they continue to take it to the Dodgers.
Okay,
Bottom of the eighth.
Obviously, this is not the full-strength Dodgers.
Right, that's right.
But that being said, I actually think it could be good for these Dodgers.
Okay, we'll get to Dodgers talk next. We gotta get Radio Tinder.
Oh, I apologize. I thought.
Well, she just cut you right off.
We're running out of time.
Not having any
We're
part
running
of
out of
that.
time. We got like 6 minutes.
She
Not
wasn't
even.
having
We got
that. She wasn't
5
having any
minutes.
part of Dodger talk right
5
now.
minutes.
Radio Tinder time.
5 minutes. I want to ask you guys about sleepcations. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So, have you guys ever heard of a sleepcation? I never heard of it before. At least not referred to that way. But I'm definitely one of these people. So a lot of like Gen Z and millennial, when they go on vacation, instead of going out and partying and doing all these thrill-seeking excursions, they're relaxing and like oversleeping. And I will say, when I went to both Hawaii and when I went to a trip to the Florida Keys over the past couple of years, I slept in. With the exception of the one day where I went snorkeling, I slept in because, there's just something about, being in a nice, cushy hotel, putting on the bathrobe and sleeping in and being all comfy. So I want to ask you guys, would you ever spend your vacation time just relaxing and not doing any activities? Swipe left or swipe right?
Which one is no again?
Swipe left would be no.
Swipe left. If I'm going to bother to go on a vacation, spend the money for the vacation, schlep my family with me, do all of this stuff, there needs to be a reason other than just extra sleep. Otherwise, I would rather we stay home and everybody agrees we let each other sleep.
It's more like restorative.
How late are you talking about sleeping in? Like, what's your definition of sleeping
I would say
late?
like 11 or 12.
Oh my God, never.
No, I'm not doing that
Never.
on a vacation.
If I sleep till 8, if I got out of bed at 8 o'clock, I'd be like, well, that's sleeping in because normally I get up at 5.
Well, what time do you go to bed though? Because like especially when I'm on vacation, like my mind is like racing. I can't get to sleep, and I probably don't fall asleep until like I don't know.
Why is your
2
mind
o'clock.
racing on vacation?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying like this is all part of the thing.
I don't know. I usually, normal day, like last night, I'm sleeping by 10 o'clock. I'm up at 5 a.m. So on a vacation, I don't want to sleep all day and waste the day. Like a couple weeks ago, we went out to the desert for like 3 or 4 days. You know what? We woke up, we had coffee, we worked on our computers for a little bit, we sat outside, we took our time, but it's not sleeping.
Right. I'm not one of these people, by the way, on vacation that needs like, we're going to do an itinerary of 10 different things every single day. Like, I don't need it regimented like that. Like, you can do one thing during the day or one type of excursion or just go out to the beach and sit. But the idea of just vacationing in bed,
it's not just like in bed. It's also think of like, okay, we're going to go lay by the pool and I'm going to sleep all day. Most people when they lay by the pool, I feel like they often fall asleep.
Well, that's a different sleeping experience.
Or, like I recall when I went to Mexico and like we would wake up a little early to do like the pool yoga thingy. And then you go to the beach for a little bit, fall asleep on the beach, come back to the room to shower and get ready, maybe take a little nap. It's just like things that like you sleep or rest more than you would if you were at home.
Sleepcation.
Yeah.
No. Out.
Yeah. No. Okay.
All right. What's next?
Fun. She's got the next one.
All right. Radio Tinder presented by Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala.
All right, guys. I just was looking at, stuff for Vegas or whatever. And I like to go to Vegas. And they have a lot of guys doing Las Vegas residencies now. A lot of good bands, a lot of famous people. I'm just going to name you guys some bands and artists, and you say yay or nay if would you go to their residency?
Okay.
All right. Garth Brooks, he's performing at Caesar's Palace. Would you do that?
I'm going there in September for my birthday.
Andy? Or Cap?
I've never seen Garth Brooks in person, and I know that like at one point Garth Brooks retired, but now he's back. In Vegas at a residency, I'm not saying he's like my first choice, but I feel like Garth Brooks is one of those guys that you're going to go and you're probably going to know every word to every song.
Yep. And you're going to have a great time.
That's a hard
Andy.
no.
Hard no.
That's a hard no.
Really hard no.
All right,
Out.
That is a hard
the
no.
Eagles will be at the Sphere. Would you yay or nay? Andy.
Another hard no. I hate
Really?
these.
Wow.
I'm with Andy on that one.
Okay, so I love the Eagles. I love the Eagles. And here's the thing. They're in the Sphere. It's like I haven't seen Dead and Company in the Sphere, and it looks so
I'd see
amazing.
that. I would see
It looks
that.
so incredible. The only thing about the Eagles is, like, I've seen the Eagles. Now we're seeing, like, another version of the Eagles. But now you're saying to yourself, okay, but Dead and Company's not Grateful Dead. True. So I guess my answer
But
is...
they're a great live experience. Like, they're meant to be live.
The
Dead.
Eagles?
No,
Oh,
the
Dead.
Dead and Company.
Yeah. The Eagles, honestly, it's not an exciting show, but you know every word to every song. So I love the Eagles. So, yes, I'm in.
All right, Rod Stewart. He has a residency.
Hell no.
I'm out on
Really?
that.
None
I'm
of
out on
Rod Stewart fans? Damn.
I've seen Rod Stewart, and,
So have I.
and I've seen him like change from, if you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, girl, let me know. I've seen him go like he did like a not opera, but like a classical-ish sort of thing that he did. And I don't know why I was there, and I've seen it. I'm good.
I've seen Rod Stewart before. He was good. It was also like, I don't know, probably 30 years ago. I don't need to see 75 to 80-year-old Rod Stewart now.
Can I ask a quick question about Rod Stewart? So I was watching this PBS, docuseries about disco, and they talked about how Rod Stewart, like, he was two completely different artists, and even though the "Do You Think I'm Sexy" song was his biggest hit that he ever had, what is the other version of him? Because I feel like he's got all kind of like cheesy-ish, disco-y kind of music. What's the other Rod Stewart that they're talking about?
Well, he had his period with the Faces. That was the band that he was with before he went solo. That's
what is that
Stay
song?
with me.
What about the Have I told you lately I love you? That one.
Oh, that's like old guy though, right? That's like old ballad.
That's
guy.
what I know.
Okay, yeah, okay. But
Is
they
that
weren't.
Young Hearts Beat.
Yeah, I know that song.
No, but he
tonight.
did. He had a weird period where he decided that he wanted to do some sort of like a classical. It wasn't any of his normal songs. I don't know, man. I'm out on Rod Stewart. Who else you got, Funchy?
Let's see. Adele, Mrs.
Yes,
Rich Paul.
100%.
I'm out on that.
I would actually see Adele. She's
such a great singer.
that's what it is.
Good luck getting tickets.
That's what it is. Like I'm not a huge Adele
Me
fan.
neither, but
she's got
dang.
such a good voice. I would like to hear that.
I will
live.
say there's a lot of people that share like posts from her concerts, and she doesn't only do her own material. She mixes in some stuff that's like that she does covers of, and she just rocks it. And she interacts with her audience, and she
Okay.
just seems like she'd be a great performer.
I would not really like be inclined to go to see Adele, but then again, I saw what's the woman from the Titanic? What's her name?
Oh, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. I saw Celine Dion. Didn't want to go. My ex-wife forced me to go, and I saw it. And it was okay.
But she's an amazing singer too.
Yes, also
you
a
know?
great singer.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we got a few more. Mr. Copacabana, Barry Manilow.
Oh,
Barry Manilow.
yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, Barry. I didn't know Barry Manilow was still alive. But the fact that he is, I go see Barry Manilow in a heartbeat because there's another one I know every word to every song.
It's also too. I think it's considered something of an obligation for our people.
Yes, that's right.
To see a
Right.
Barry
Barry
Manilow concert.
Manilow. Hello, Barry Manilow.
Like I think you would become excommunicated if you turn down the opportunities.
You went to see Adele rather than Barry Manilow?
You turned down Barry Manilow. You turned down Neil Diamond. You turned down Paul Anka.
Forget about it.
You're done.
You're out.
I
Neil
guess he-
Sedaka.
Wayne Newton's still doing shows, right? Isn't he still doing shows out there?
Yeah, he is actually.
people can
Yes,
turn
yes,
down
we
Wayne
can get
Newton.
by without
I
Wayne.
know. I would want to see him just because that's like a legendary Vegas thing, you know?
I've seen Barry Manilow.
All right, we got one more
I've never
punch.
seen him in person.
How about two more? Maroon 5. Would you do Maroon 5?
100%. Would
Nope.
love to see Maroon 5. Have never seen them in person. I think Adam Levine's a great singer. And again, it's one of those things where you're like, do I know enough of Maroon 5? And then you'd get there and you'd probably know like almost every word to every song.
It's a no, but in part because I used to bartend at the now defunct Westwood Brewing Company, and Maroon 5, under a different name, Kara's Flowers, when they were first getting started, used to perform there regularly. So I've seen them. Don't need to go
I would go if I got free tickets, but I wouldn't pay for them.
All right, one more. Mr. All Night Long, Lionel Richie.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
100%.
Oh, I definitely see it. Lionel
That
Richie.
is a
Hell yeah.
hard yes.
Is that new?
Hard
Like,
yes.
is that new?
It's the new one. It's going to be at the Wynn from September to
Oh, yeah.
November.
I'm
There's going to be
going.
some
I'm gonna see 'em.
Commodores. Oh, that is
Yeah.
a hard yes.
Yeah, easy like Sunday morning for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Okay, there you go. Any more, Linz?
That's it for Radio Tinder.
All right, there you go. Radio Tinder presented by our friends at Tequila Mandala. And as we say, always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. And by the way, stay tuned. I don't want to give away too much. Okay, I don't know that it's been embargoed. Nobody told me that I couldn't say anything about it. But we got a really, really big event coming up in 2 weeks with Tequila Mandala right here at LA Live. I'll tell you more details as we get closer. I don't want to get myself into trouble for saying something I'm not supposed to say yet. Okay? Well, stay tuned for that. Okay. Coming up, this is kind of hard to believe. The Rams are, there's a list that's been put out of the top 100 players in the NFL. How many players do you suppose the Rams have on the list? We'll tell you about that coming right back in just a matter of moments. But first, I want to tell everybody about my man, Avner Gap. And I think DeMarco's stopping by today, too, isn't he, Linz? What time is DeMarco? DeMarco's coming
6 o'clock.
up. Okay, great. So perfect. We're getting close to DeMarco stopping by. Hey, listen, if your home has a flood, and that's what I want to concentrate on because it can be any sort of an emergency, but if your home has a flood and you realize that the insurance adjuster is going to try and pay you so little that you will not be able to repair the damage, that is when you call Avner Gap. You see, Avner is a public insurance adjuster, but yet he's on your side. He works for you. And if you try to negotiate with your homeowner's insurance company, good luck. You're going to find out it is not that simple. Avner and his team, they negotiate on your behalf. They make sure you get the best outcome, not the insurance company. He's been dealing with insurance companies for 20 plus years. It's all he does. It's Avner and it's his entire team that has the experience and the industry know-how that you need on your side. And it really does speak to his track record of success because Avner has got all these reviews. Better Business Bureau and Google and Yelp and everybody, you'll read these reviews, is so happy with the result that Avner has gotten for them. So if you find yourself in this situation, do not fight with the homeowner's insurance company. Let Avner take on the fight. Nobody, and I mean nobody, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call him. 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. But if you're driving down the road and you can't remember that number, go to avnergat.com. AVNERGAT, avnergat.com. You call, he answers, and you know what he says when he answers, Andy?
Hello! This Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex, it is that time. Time for All-Star Friday Night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill, the Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon, fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday Night, made possible by our friends at Children's Dental Fun Zone. At Children's Dental Fun Zone, we treat your kids like our own.
Hey everybody, Alan Sliwa here. Join the club at Pechanga Resort Casino. New club members who sign up receive a $25 resort credit, as well as a chance to win a $100 bonus credit. Enjoy perks like earning club dollars with every bet, invitations to exclusive promotions and events, and much more. Visit the club at Pechanga to sign up and start receiving benefits right away. Your perfect entertainment, resort, and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, voted the best Southern California casino.
Here in California, we are all about chill. From hitting the beach or going on your favorite hike to going all out and pulling for our teams to win another championship. No one is more chill than us. The one thing, though, that ties us all together, enjoying all that California has to offer with great friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up icy cold Coors Light today or even get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, yo, shorty, won't you go get a bag of the lethal? I'll be undressed in the bra all see-through. While you count your jewels, thinking I'ma cheat you. The only one thing I wanna do is freak you.
Yo, it's Sedano and Kap here on 710 ESPN. We're all getting psyched up and ready to go for tomorrow's big softball extravaganza that's happening in West Covina. Going to be hot, so make sure you're hydrated. And get out there early because the Circle of Trust team, led by the General Crypto Ray, my man Casper Villa, Balake Harris, and the list goes on, taking on the Mason and Ireland Mafia. And that game will be happening while we're on the air tomorrow afternoon. So I envision a lot of play-by-play of that game.
I'm excited to see this because it's felt like there has been a rivalry brewing between these two contingencies that has actually bled into the shows. And it really just went over the top during the Mandy's. Like the Mandy's are what brought this thing out in the open for the public.
Yeah, I think that, when John Ireland was, given every award at the Mandy's, when Steve Mason was named Host of the Year, Mason and Ireland Show of the Year, I mean, literally, they swept the Mandy's. Literally, they swept the Mandy's. And while we were all that night really happy for them, hey, good for them, 20 years at ESPN LA.
Did you know they've been? Yeah, did you know that they've been on the air for 20 years?
I found out that night. I didn't know that until that night. And then I was like, good for those guys. This is their year. This is really awesome.
It's cool to see it happen during their 20th anniversary.
Right. These guys went into the Hall of Fame this year. I mean, they deserve all of these accolades. And then by Monday morning, when the Mason and Ireland Mafia put out all of this evidence to say, hey, just so everybody knows, we outsmarted you guys. We actually voted over and over and over again, not individually as human beings, but as bots. And nobody's really called anybody out on it. No one's been upset or angry about it. And the one thing that everybody says around here is, well, it wasn't against the rules. And that's kind of like an admission of, well, we didn't set it up in place. We didn't put the guardrails on it like we did last year.
I will say, Mace was on vacation for, a week or so, the day after the Mandy's, and then we all found out about it Tuesday, what really happened. And I could be wrong, but I don't think that Mace has addressed this because I feel like he was on vacation that whole week, and then by the time he came back, it had kind of just flown under the radar, Because I feel like, Mason would make a thing of it.
Well, no, I would think that he would say, don't, you guys stop complaining.
Right, exactly. And he'd be like, oh, you guys are just mad because you didn't think of it. And we'd say yeah,
that's
right.
You're
exactly.
right. We are mad that we didn't think of it. That's exactly right. We should have thought of it before you guys thought of it. But you see, this is where we get our revenge. Because we come out and we play angry. And it's all led by the General, Crypto Ray. And he got to get that team fired up. Okay? All right. Hey, listen. So DeMarco Farr is going to stop by in a couple of minutes because DeMarco is now going to be in the softball game. And while he has improved dramatically his pickleball skills, I don't know what kind of softball player he's going to be, Andy.
Well, he respectfully to Laura, love Laura, he feels like an upgrade over an injured Laura. Like former professional athlete DeMarco Farr feels like an upgrade over injured producer Laura Romo.
No offense to Laura, but he seems like an upgrade over a fully healthy Laura. I mean, I don't want to be rude about it. Right? I mean, you got to think.
I was trying to be gentle about this, Cappy.
But you got to think of the heart.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a guy who goes and plays at the University of Washington and wins a national championship. Goes undrafted. Right. Makes the Rams when they were the LA Rams before they became the St. Louis Rams. Winds up winning a Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams, is such an impact player that he winds up having this broadcast career thereafter. I mean, best damn sports show, and he's been with the Rams organization for all these years as their sideline commentator. This is a guy who's shown a lot of heart. You don't make an NFL football team, and you don't become a star player and win a Super Bowl without having a lot of heart when you're undrafted.
If you had told DeMarco Farr in 1994, as he was trying to make the Rams roster as an undrafted free agent, not only are you going to make this team, but you will end up winning a Super Bowl with this team as a starter. You will then go on to be a lifer with this organization and then go on to be part of their broadcasting team. I mean, like, dude, I'm just trying to make this team.
Yeah.
Like, relax. I don't need all of that. I just need a job.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to say. He got a lot of heart. No offense to Laura Romo. We love the Queen, but a fully healthy Queen versus DeMarco. We'll take DeMarco.
I was trying to be gentle about it.
Sorry about that, Big Perk. All right. Dodgers lost this afternoon 5-1. So swept by Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Any shame in that? Because Philadelphia is the best team in the National League. They're at home. They're sprinting towards the All-Star break. The Dodgers are kind of limping towards the All-Star break. I don't really think so, but I think people are going to wind up making a whole lot more about this. They can't compete with Philadelphia. Well, I mean, if they had Tyler Glasnow and they had Yamamoto and they had Max Muncy and they had Mookie Betts and they had all of their frontline guys, this could have been a completely different series. I personally am not going to panic, and I don't know about Dodger fans. I'm not going to panic about this.
I'm not panicking about it, and if anything, I actually think it could be good for the Dodgers, assuming, by the way, that by the time the playoffs roll around, that they're actually healthy. I actually think it could be good for the Dodgers to go into the playoffs with everybody expecting somebody else to win it all. Because this year, when they brought in Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow, the 1 year big deal for Teoscar Hernandez, like, there was already a ton of pressure on this team. The expectations at that point became through the roof. I don't know if it's the worst thing in the world for these guys to go into the playoffs with there being an expectation of somebody else coming out of the NL. That might actually be good for the Dodgers, given how the last couple years there's been disappointment about not getting over the hump.
I would say 30 games ago, San Diego, Arizona, and San Francisco, nobody was competing for the division. Everybody was competing for second place. And I would say now, the way the Dodgers have come back to earth due to all these injuries, whether I'm San Diego, Arizona, or San Francisco, all teams that are kind of just chasing and all kind of lumped together, all of those teams might be thinking to themselves, if we can start banking some wins, and San Diego just got swept 2 games by Seattle, maybe we could possibly catch these guys. So, I mean, it was a foregone conclusion for the Dodgers 20, 30 games ago, and now perhaps not so much. Okay, listen, stick around, because we said at the going into the last break, you know that there's a list of the top 100 players in the NFL, and you know how many players the Rams have on the list of top 100 players? Just take a guess. I mean, top of your head, just think. Quick number. What do you think?
Am I allowed to say? Are you asking now
yeah,
or are you
what
teasing
do you think?
it?
No, what do you think?
Well, I know the answer.
Okay, well.
It's 1.
1.
1.
The Rams only have 1 player in the top 100. Now, listen, this is not everybody's rankings, but can you imagine Puka Nacua, a second-year player, is number 66 of the top 100. Matthew Stafford's not in the top 100. Look, you may say defensively they don't have a guy, but really? Only 1 guy?
I mean, okay, think how crazy this would sound just like a year ago, the idea that Cooper Kupp wouldn't be in the top 100.
Right. But
certainly 2 years ago.
But after the year that Matthew Stafford had last year, for him to not be in the top 100 is insane. So DeMarco's going to stop by. He's going to tell us what his softball skills are, and he's going to also kind of jump in on this whole story with the Rams. This has been the Cappy Hour, presented by Tito's Vodka. Stick around. Andy's in for Sedano. This is Sedano Kap on 710 ESPN.
I can't do this don't give up thing all by myself. This whole fight, this journey thing is not a solo venture. This is something that requires support.
This is ESPY Day at ESPN. In honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research.
Recent cases settled in the Los Angeles area show a settlement of $250,000 for a car accident. Another case shows a $75,000 settlement for a slip and fall. If you've experienced a personal injury matter, a car accident, slip and fall, you need someone you can trust to get you what you deserve. I'm Joseph S. Normand. If you've been injured and have questions, give us a call. 213-747-2000. 213-747-2000.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What you need to know is brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. Tomorrow, while Sedano is out, we will be at West Covina at the Sportsplex, and we will be there for the big ESPN LA All-Star Softball Extravaganza. While we're on the air, it is the Mason and Ireland Mafia against the Sedano and Kap Circle of Trust. So listener versus listener softball matchup. And then tomorrow evening is the big game that everybody's waiting for. Alan Sliwa's club.
Okay, this is the longest reset ever, Cappy.
I cannot wait for you to go on vacation for 2
I
weeks.
know. I cannot wait to go on vacation.
If you don't come back, it'll be fine by me.
Just
Seriously.
getting it all out, by the way.
I could get eaten by a bear.
Jump on me during radio. Timber jumping on you right now.
I could get eaten by a bear.
If you choose to stay in Cleveland and produce Rizzo, it's all good. It's all good, Lindsay Baseball.
I was thinking more like, camping out in the woods.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right, baseball.
You gonna sleep in that tent the whole time?
No, it's not a tent. We stay in cabins.
On your sleepcation?
No, we stay in cabins. They're quite nice.
All right, hey.
So glamping.
Here it is. What you need to know.
Okay,
Presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Don't you gonna do the Come on.
You just
Another
did it.
35 minutes of spiciness,
You
folks.
just did it.
Give me your best. See, there you go. It's not the same. Not the same. Thanks, Cappy. All right, so what you need to know is that the Chargers...
I thought you were on the phone, girl.
What?
I thought you were on the phone. I was kind of vamping until you got off the phone.
Oh, no, I was just calling DeMarco. I'm saying, hey. And,
what up?
Telling him about my
What's up, homeboy?
my vacation.
Oh, really? You were telling him about your vacation?
I was, actually.
Hi, DeMarco. I want to tell you about my vacation.
No. I said I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to leave for 2 weeks.
All right.
Anyway, we could get into that after what you need to know.
Okay.
So what you need to know is that the Chargers, what's it called? The Bolt, which is their new training facility and corporate headquarters, is opening this week, located on One Chargers Way in El Segundo. They're going to have all kinds of stuff there besides their training camp. They're going to have a Chargers Walk of Fame that will be open to the public. And
I can't wait for that. All those old San Diego Chargers in the Walk of Fame and all those new Charger fan that show up, you notice I used singular, show up and they go, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know about this guy. I didn't know about that guy. Really? Stan Humphries took him to the Super Bowl in 1994. Don't know who he is.
I wonder who's going to be in their members-only club. Like, what is that? A private members-only club. What is that for?
Members.
But what are you a member of a club for, like, for what?
I don't know. Probably so that they can make extra money somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you need to know. It opens up this weekend. Cappy cannot wait to go visit.
You know what? It looks amazing. I will admit, it
does.
really, truly looks incredible.
Wolfgang Puck's Pizza.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take the Pizza Hut flat pizza. It was bomb.
It was really.
With
That's the
pesto.
tavern style, right?
Yeah, the pesto
really good.
and the tomatoes.
It is good.
Fire.
I wonder if DeMarco's been there yet to the Bolts.
I doubt it. I guess the thing that kind of bothers me is that when they were the San Diego Chargers, they had a very mediocre practice facility.
I know, I've been to it.
You know, it was just sort of old school.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. You could have the greatest practice facilities in the world. It doesn't translate to wins. By the way, the Rams won a Super Bowl, and they were working out of portable units. Yeah. You know, the New England Patriots have some of the worst facilities in the entire NFL, but they had the best coach and the best quarterback for 20 years, and they won a bunch of Super Bowls. So the Chargers have upgraded. I give it to them. They now compete in the Green Bay, Dallas world of amazing facilities. And I think the Rams are opening a new facility too. So maybe DeMarco can tell us about that. Is DeMarco on the line? Is he ready to go?
Yeah, right here.
Yo, Big D.
What up, baby?
Yo, what's
How
going
are
on? How you doing today?
No, I'm good. It's funny. You're so happy-go-lucky. I love your energy. Everybody loves Cap's energy. But when you talk about the Chargers, man, the smile in your voice goes away quick.
well, you know, they're opening this facility, the Chargers, and I've seen all the videos, and I will say it looks spectacular. That is what an NFL team that is worth, you know, probably $4 or $5 billion in Los Angeles, playing at the greatest stadium on the planet, even though they don't own it. That is what you're supposed to do. You know, that's
what I thought the league was when I came in '94, and I was in for the biggest shock when the Rams were in Anaheim. We were at some old elementary school that they converted into a football practice facility. All the equipment was rusty. I'm like, this is the league?
Dude,
this is how you guys train? But you're exactly right, man. It does not matter really where you train. It's just how you train and your leadership and the players you have. But it sure does help when you've got, you know, a facility like this and the ones the Rams are opening up in Woodland Hills. When you've got stuff and you can remove every single excuse from a football team, you have no choice but to get better out here in places like that.
DeMarco, talking about like the facility in Anaheim, like I remember the first time, this is probably years ago, that I got sent to a Clippers practice, and I get the address and I drive there. I'm like, this is Sports Club LA. Like, what am I doing? I'm like, this can't be right. And then like I start walking through and I see Darius Miles on an elliptical. I'm like, what is going on here? So, I mean, some teams just say we don't care.
Football was a sport at UW. I mean, it was everything. You know, it's bula bula to the nth degree. And then I get here and you realize, wow, I see the business side of things in football. Like this is the money part of it. This is how this works. But on game day, on the practice field, it's all about how you work, not what the facility looks like.
All right, so we're talking to DeMarco Farr. Hey, DeMarco, while the Chargers are out there bragging on social media about this incredible new facility that they're opening, and I grant you it is incredible, when is the Rams facility, like when do the Rams officially move to their new home?
Crazy. I just had this discussion because it's the last time we shot that Between the Horns, that digital show for the Rams. You can catch that at therams.com. We shot it at Thousand Oaks. It's the first time we were all in studio, me, JB, and Maurice. Before that, it was the pandemic. We were on Zoom and whatnot, so it was weird. So we had a great reaction to it. So he said today that was the last show we're going to do from Thousand Oaks, and it hit me like, wow, we're not going back. Woodland Hills is a real thing. They're going to be there in September for the first week of the regular season. They're going to do training camp out at Loyola, and they got the Chargers. Then they got the scrimmage with the Cowboys, go to Houston, and then they have 2 weeks, and then bang, you're in Woodland Hills, man. That is where your mail will come. That's where you bring your toothbrush. That's where you're going to live for a while. So it's weird, man, saying bye to CLU and all that and what it meant. And like you said, you won a Super Bowl out of a bunch of portable buildings. Now you're moving to something more permanent. So everything with the Rams coming back to L.A., this might be the final dotting of the I. Here's where you're going to live forever and train.
I just want to ask one other thing, though, because I haven't seen any renderings. I haven't seen any social media posts. The Chargers, like I said, they're bragging about their new facilities. And by the way, rightly so. They're awesome. They look amazing. Have you been to the new Rams facilities? Because, again, I haven't seen anything posted yet.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, if you go on therams.com,
okay,
the website, look up. There's an article by my man. Actually, it's by the Rams. It shows a rendering of the facility in Woodland Hills.
Okay, yeah. I'm going right now.
Not Stu Jackson. It's my man, though.
Okay.
But it's there. There's a rendering of what it looks like, and it looks like every other team, that cares about their practice facilities. It's kind of state of the art, 2 big fields. You got permanent buildings, so it's what you think an NFL training facility should look like.
Because I've been to like the Green Bay Packers practice facilities, and they have this virtual reality monster like video board, and Aaron Rodgers would essentially use like VR goggles to try and simulate what the game looked like around him. But I can remember LaDainian Tomlinson, just as an example, when he left the Chargers of San Diego and he went to the New York Jets. I remember LT telling me, dude, it's like the Jets are a real major league team, and the Chargers were like this minor league team. That's the difference between the facilities. But again, it's having great facilities is an awesome thing, but does that equal wins?
Look, I think the winning part they kind of took care of with Harbaugh coming in. I mean, he's going to turn this ship around. The guy, for whatever you think of Harbaugh and how you feel about him or his act or whatever happened at Michigan, and you're right to feel about if you think they cheated, whatever. The guy can coach his butt off, and he's tough as nails, and he's the best thing that's going to happen to that quarterback there and for the Chargers. So he's going to get that turned around. So as long as you don't have the excuse of your practice facility sucks or it's hard to train here, like I've heard from the Arizona Cardinals, it's so damn hot during the season or during training camp that they have to practice at like 9 a.m. and then go back and meet. So they're practicing backwards. So to me, you're always at a disadvantage. So if you can somehow correct the little things like where you're practicing and make all your players happy, make that ecosystem work a little bit better, and then you have a good coach like Harbaugh, I think the winning part will start to come easy.
Well, here's the thing, too. Like, it is not a coincidence that all this stuff is happening with the Chargers the first year that they bring in Jim Harbaugh. Like, I refuse to believe that this just happened to be what's taking place. And it matters, I think, in the sense, you can tell me if you agree, DeMarco, it just speaks to, like, a seriousness with your organization. Like, if you're looking to attract the best of the best among players, if you want to express to them, we have a winning culture. We want to do the things that can bring out the best in you, whether you're talking about facilities, whether you're talking about the staff, whether the way we just style you out as players. We are serious about this.
I saw Steve Spagnuolo do this when he took over, and it was about the X's and O's and about his coaching acumen and all that stuff, the reason he got hired. But I remember him walking through the building in St. Louis saying, we need to change this, we need to do this, we need to do that. He wanted to create an atmosphere, a more positive atmosphere for the players, I think he said, and create momentum, that you have to earn this. When you see state-of-the-art stuff, you have to go out and earn it. It becomes a privilege to stay there, which ups your competition in practice. Some places, and I get it, it's just a little bit older. Like going into an old gym, you're just not motivated when you get in there. You know what I mean? You have to find it. But when you feel like walking through that door, when that key card swipes green and the door opens, you feel like you're privileged to walk through. That's the stuff that motivates players. That helps your head coach when he goes to the team meeting. He doesn't have to grab your attention. He already did at the door. They spent money on this place. They expect the best. They expect us to win versus, I'm not sure if they're serious this year. Everything is like from the 60s. I'm sure that's what the Chargers felt back in the day. Or anybody with an old or aging facility. When you feel like the ownership is just not spending money on making us better, or it feels like they don't care. But when they do the opposite, it makes it feel like a privilege to be there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Andy. I think that when you're trying to attract free agents, when you're trying to attract, assistant coaches, when you go out to recruit Jim Harbaugh, and you're saying to him, hey, we're not in some, portable situation at a park in Costa Mesa, but we're nearby where the Lakers train, and we've got now a world-class facility. I think it says a lot. And I'm really excited for the Rams facility also. I think it's terrific. For years they were there at Cal Lutheran, and they were working out of portables. And for them to have a permanent home and for it to be state-of-the-art, I think is going to be awesome as well. We're talking to DeMarco Farr here on Sedano and Kap. Go ahead, DeMarco.
I'm just geeked for football. I know,
me too.
I get to see Dak Prescott versus Matthew Stafford up close in a practice setting. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I cannot believe there is a debate there. Let me ask you guys, if you had a choice, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, to start a football team in 2024, which guy are you selecting?
Okay, is my team ready to win right this second? Or how long of a window we're talking? If it's like a 3,
you're coming off a playoff run. You're pretty much the same team is coming back. So you have a pretty good football team, and all you need is a quarterback. Which guy are you taking?
Probably Stafford.
I mean, for me, it doesn't even matter. I mean, my answer was Stafford without even thinking about it. You know, Dak Prescott's good. Yeah. Dak Prescott's good numbers. I didn't know this the other day. George and I did this, but we put Stafford's stats, we put Prescott's stats up against Patrick Mahomes. Shockingly, the numbers, if you didn't know who was who, the numbers are ridiculously similar.
Prescott is a good quarterback. I don't mean this as a dig against him. I just feel like if my team is ready to be put over the top and I want to get a quarterback that I feel most confident about in the biggest pressure situations, it would be Stafford.
Right. And this is why, DeMarco, I don't know if you saw this or not, but, these lists are now coming out. Top 100 players in the NFL. And one of the lists, this was on the NFL's, this is on CBSSports.com. They had a list of the top 100 players in the entire NFL. You wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes is number 1, Myles Garrett is number 2, Trent Williams, the tackle from San Francisco, is 3, Tyreek Hill, number 4, TJ Watt, number 5. I'm not going to give you the whole list, but surprised to see that the Rams only have one player on the top 100. Guess who that would be?
I hope it's Stafford. Is it Puka?
Puka at 66.
Yeah, okay.
Stafford is not on the list.
That makes sense. I mean, you have to, I know the Rams finished like gangbusters, 7-1 down the stretch, and they almost beat Detroit. But you got to factor in what happened before that and how it looked. Because remember, we were talking about a complete turnaround. What a great job by Sean McVay. So in totality, I could see how that might turn some people off. But here's what, to me, separates Dak and Stafford. I think Stafford can do it with a good team or a bad team, or make a bad team a little bit better. If Dallas is ready and they're loaded and firing on all cylinders and all you need is a great quarterback, Dak Prescott will kill you. If they're bad, I don't think he can bring them back. Is that fair?
It is. But think about this on this list, this top 100 list. Where do you suppose Aaron Rodgers would fit on a top 100 list coming off of a year where he played 3 plays?
If you put him anywhere outside of the top 20, it's disrespectful.
He's number 20.
Okay, yeah. Anywhere outside of the top 20 is disrespectful and absolute lunacy.
Even coming off that injury?
About his politics or what you think about him. On the field, he is one of the biggest assassins this game has ever seen. Okay, so respect it.
Forget the politics and the weirdness and the whatever with Rodgers. But coming off that injury, you still think he should automatically, and at his age, automatically be top 20?
Do not forget or remember how Marino finished up. Marino had one shoe bigger than the other. He had like 8 ankle braces on, every kind of knee brace you can imagine, and he was still out there slinging the football. So think in terms of that.
Yeah, I am.
Mobility, he can still beat you with his arm.
I have no problem with Aaron Rodgers being 20. My bigger problem is that Stafford's not in the top 100. I mean, I look at C.J. Stroud, who had a really nice rookie year, 38th on the list. Justin Herbert, 41st.
That's part of the PR machine. You know that. Yeah. And he did have a fantastic year.
Dak Prescott, 49.
So you're saying what's Pete Briscoe's problem? That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying
Pete Briscoe's problem?
Listen, I just say this. I would take up for Matthew Stafford in a big way. After the season that he had, I'm just shocked that he's not in the top 100. DeMarco Farr is here. And DeMarco, before we talk about, I'm going to say the main reason we really wanted to talk to you this afternoon, Andy, let's tell everybody about what's going on tomorrow, and then we're going to talk to DeMarco about his contribution tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow at the West Covina Sportsplex, don't miss the chance to press the flesh with us. Root on your favorite 710 personality during the summer tradition unlike any other all-star Friday night live broadcast. An event begins at noon. The festivities for the game get underway at 6 p.m. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Be sure to bring your coolers and lawn chairs for All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Belted Mobile Sports Batting Cage, LA's premier mobile batting cage. That's an awesome concept.
That is a great concept.
That's a fantastic. I wish I'd come up with that. Bring the batting cage to you at 818-402-4337 or go to beltedmobilesports.com.
All right, DeMarco.
I see you, AK.
Yeah, you feel him. Now, DeMarco, you and I tomorrow will both be on Team Mason. Yeah. And we have replaced Laura Romo, the Queen, with a Super Bowl champion. Now,
that's cleared, right? Everything's good?
Everything's good.
Okay.
Now, DeMarco, 2 years ago on the pickleball court, it wasn't your game, but you worked hard at pickleball. You became an excellent pickleball player. Do you have any softball in your DNA?
Yeah, I actually coach my daughter's softball teams.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Have you played any softball?
Yes, you have to teach. You have to show them what you want. So, yeah, I can swing a bat. I can field. You know who shocked me, man? DeAndre. Lil D.
Here we go.
Lil D.
He can't catch.
Here we go.
He can't field. How in the world? You're an American. How can you not field the grounder?
No, he's a basketball player. So, like, have you ever seen, like, President Obama go throw out a first pitch where Obama can shoot a basketball, but he never threw a baseball in his life, and he looks like a guy who never threw a baseball? DeAndre's a basketball player, and while he may be a great athlete.
No. That's pitching off a mound. Everybody looks crazy who hasn't done it.
Okay.
But I'm sure if you rolled a grounder to President Obama, he can get a glove down and scoop it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Move to make that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, what position are you going to play?
That was our president.
Yeah,
right.
How dare you, sir?
I want to focus on you, though, DeMarco. What position do you want to play tomorrow? What position should you play?
I played third. The last one I was in was the softball game 1, and I was
2 years ago.
Third base for Homer.
Okay, third base. Okay.
Yeah, Homer was pitching. I was on third, and I'm happy there. I can play the hot corner.
Okay, and do you feel confident with that bat in your hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm not going to mash it. You know, it's not. I'm not leaving the park every single swing, but yeah, I'm going to put something in play.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to get on base. Come on, yeah.
I know, but I want you. I need you. You're 6'3", you're 260, man. I need you hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
What to be a masher? No. Think of it more as Matt Carpenter. You know, big guy, but I'm hitting singles. You know what I'm saying? Singles, doubles. If I get a hold of one and it's gone, then so be it.
Nah, we need a monster dong.
Yeah, I kind of figure. Yeah,
singles.
We need monster dongs.
Wait, was that Little D saying we need a monster?
Yeah, we need monster dongs.
But look, no, you cannot talk about baseball if you can't field.
Wow.
If you can't field, then you can't critique my game. Come on, really?
Hey, hold on. Okay, hold on. And then that's why I'm going tonight. Me, Cap, Beto, and Funchy, we're going out, and I'm getting some reps, and I'm learning. I'm telling you, come tomorrow.
We're training.
It's ready.
We're training tonight, DeMarco.
No, okay. Well, don't take. See, this is when I coach, when I teach. Don't take it easy on them on the grounders. Fire some in there.
Okay.
Give him some bad hops.
Okay, we will.
If he gets hit in the eye, so be it. Move the glove.
I'm out there showing with a black eye tomorrow.
I was going to say, just remember who your audience is.
Right.
Remember who you're actually coaching. These guys don't know what they're doing.
All right, DeMarco. Well, we'll see you tomorrow in West Covina, and be ready to mash.
Wait, who else is on the team with us?
All right, we have Mason, who's garbage. All right.
I can't hit.
We have Travis Rogers, who's a good ball player.
Trav can bang. He can break. Yeah.
Ron Mitchell, who's a nice Swiss Army knife for our club.
Absolutely.
Okay, Big D, who may not be able to field, but he does look pretty confident with the bat.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be we're just gonna make him Canseco. We'll make him Canseco.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
You got me and you.
Yep.
Ramona. We've got Kai. And now, you know, Ramona was a great player at Stanford. We've got Kai, who's an excellent water polo player in college, but he doesn't seem very confident.
He's like 6'9", right?
Yeah, he's a tall kid. He's about 6'3".
He's not
6'4".
He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Manny from our sales department. He's a marketing consultant. He looks like a big, strong guy.
All right.
And you got Emily, who usually catches.
Okay. So who's on the other side? Who are we playing?
You got Sliwa.
Okay.
You got Beto Duran.
Oh.
What did that mean?
We might be in trouble, but go ahead.
You got Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Mr. OPS.
Okay. Jorge Briones.
Okay.
Here's our question mark. What do you think JB Long's going to be like?
JB is an athlete.
Oh.
Okay. See, I said I didn't think he'd be a good softball player.
Yeah. That's the guy that puts 20 on you in the rec game. When you think, I got this.
Oh, I didn't know that. That I did not know. Brian Cohen is on Team Sliwa. Andy Kamenetsky, who obviously is here right now, so be careful what you say about him. You know.
Okay, my man. Yep.
Funchy Lover.
Okay.
And then,
oh my God! Come on,
I'm here.
Such a long pause.
Right.
Put some excitement in that voice, DeMarco.
You're my man, Fudge. I didn't mean that. Okay, go ahead.
And then Lindsay Baseball was supposed to be on the team, but because she's not hitting first, she's not playing.
Okay, we got to play a hard night.
Contract dispute, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you, I feel like these are even teams.
Paper, we can still beat them. We can still beat them. They may be better on paper, but we can beat them.
I guaranteed victory.
You guaranteed victory.
Correct.
Hey, did you?
When did you guarantee victory?
2 days ago when Mason said that they had all the good players.
Okay. All right. Then I'm with you. I got you. Okay. Let's go. I wish you would have talked to me first, though.
Yeah. Lil D is asking me if I mentioned Mario.
I think Mario should be on Team Sliwa.
I don't have him on my roster.
He is on Team Sliwa.
Yeah. So
they've got Mario as well.
Is he on our side? Mario's on our side?
No, Mario's on the other team. That
I'm
hurts
sorry.
us.
Good Lord.
That
Oh my
hurts
God.
us. That hurts us badly.
I feel like that's like you guys are like
Yeah,
they're
now
stacked.
we're in trouble.
They're stacked.
Now we're in a little bit of trouble here.
All right. Make sure when you practice Little D, you get him ready. We're going to need every
I know we
glove.
are. I know.
All these guys can hit.
Boy, they got all the guys on that team, man. They got between
Yeah.
Beto, Jorge, and Mario. I mean, think about that crew right there.
Is there a
I mean, that's
slaughter
like an
rule?
all-star team just in and of itself.
Is there a slaughter rule?
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to bring our A games tomorrow. That's all I can tell you.
There was
DeMarco.
actually a slaughter rule last year.
Yeah, last year.
Last year we just declared the thing over.
All right, DeMarco, we got to hustle. We'll see you tomorrow. We appreciate you, man.
Got it, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, there you go.
Later, DeMarco.
DeMarco Farr, solid performance.
Real quick update before we were talking about that top 100. Before we start yelling more for Pete Prisco to show himself,
Yeah.
there is an honorable mention.
Okay.
And the honorable mention included Cooper Kupp, Kobe Turner, Kyron Williams, and Matt Stafford.
Great. So they're not in the top 100, but they're close to the top 100.
On the outside looking in.
That's right. All right. Very good. All right, hey, tomorrow, I'll tell you right now at this All-Star Softball Extravaganza we're putting on, get ready to drink some icy cold Coors Lights. We are going to have one incredible time. And not only are we going to have a great time at the West Covina Sportsplex, but when we're done and we all hit the Sunset Room for the after party, keep the icy cold Coors Lights coming. They're cold, crisp, clean, refreshing, and crushable. You can get your icy cold Coors Light at your local grocery store, convenience store, liquor store, but did you know that you could have icy cold Coors Light delivered right to your home today? Visit this website, CAChooseChill.com, CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And when we're drinking that icy cold Coors Light, let's celebrate responsibly. Dealer's Choice is next.
But before that, call our number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN wins a pair of tickets for this Sunday at Cosm Los Angeles to experience the Copa America Final in shared reality. You'll be able to take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're right on the pitch. Experience the games like never before at Cosm Los Angeles. Caller 7 wins Cosm's Copa America Final right now from 710 ESPN.
This Friday at the West Covina Sports.
What we're celebrating is the opening of the first Cosm ever. Trophy in sports.
Man, it's blown up the scale. Come on. It's the fighting it. It's like 20 out of 10, and that's maybe 100 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I think you saw the faces as they opened up. They saw the experience for the first time. Great room. Thanks to everybody who came out, including good folks at ESPN.
All right, first day spring training for Michael Funches.
Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're going to lose $100,000 mythical money. Because look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. It's there. Oh no.
You see, diversification is the name of the game. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com. AVNERGAT. AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beach Boys.
Now streaming, the Beach Boys tell their story in a must-see film event.
Brian, Dennis, and Carl, a cousin, Mike Love, and our good friend El Jardine. That's family to me.
Experience the definitive look at America's band.
They were participating in the creation of a California dream.
The fact that what was a family, that's where the success came from.
The Beach Boys, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now streaming on Disney+.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Yo, LA, what up? It's Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law. Just this past year, the state of California, the county of Los Angeles, and myself and my firm, Pernia Law, raised $10 million to build a homeless shelter for 200 homeless women, children, and men. I'm here with Matt Barnes in the studio, a fellow Bruin, to tell you a little bit more about what we did.
Artie, you've been amazing not only in the community, but saving people money and making them money. So if you're ever in the jam, make sure you hit up my man Uncle Artie in the Pernia Law family.
Yo, I'm not in the business of just making money. Everyone looks at attorneys and thinks that's what they want. They're just in it to make money for themselves. I care about my clients. I care about my community. So everyone remember, whenever you support Pernia Law, you're also supporting this city because we give back as much as we can. Just ask Matt Barnes.
Uncle Artie is the only guy I go to if I'm ever in a tight situation. Trust me and Unc and call 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. Or hit him up on the gram at uncle.artie.
Be one of the first to experience Cosm, Copa America Finals and third place match live this Saturday and Sunday in shared reality. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action, every save, slide tackle, and exhilarating goal. See the game like never before. Limited tickets only at Cosm Los Angeles.
Every 40 seconds a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. 0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
All right, this is going to do it for us because we're going to lead you right up to the Mariners and the Angels tonight from Angels Stadium. We're going to get out of here and we're going to go train. We got to see if we can get DeAndre to get some ground balls. Jack!
For those West Covina nights.
See what happened? I hit it. Manny jumped on it.
Sorry.
Great job, Jack.
I was just getting excited because the Hollywood Nights, the West Covina Nights.
Yes.
I was getting excited. The training montages in my head. It's like Rocky IV going on. I'm very excited.
Speaking of excited, congratulations to Alberto Munoz from Alhambra, because he just won a pair of tickets to Cosm Los Angeles for this Sunday to experience. This thing is so cool. He's going to see the Copa America final in shared reality. It's basically like you're there. You're just there. So the whole place is immersed in a giant screen. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action of every save, slide tackle, and exhilarating goal. Experience the game like never before at Cosm Los Angeles. Limited tickets only at Cosm Los Angeles. Visit Cosm.com.
Also a reminder, it's ESPY's Day at ESPN, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart. 100% of your donations go to cancer research.
All right, Andy Kamenetsky, do you have a dealer's choice for us today?
A dealer's choice? You know what? I just want to give a shout-out to the now late, great Shelley Duvall.
Okay.
She passed today, the
I didn't know
actress
that.
from The Shining, a lot of different...
Olive Oil
and Popeye, a lot of different Robert Altman films. She was a really big star in the 70s, hugely talented, unfortunately had a very troubled last couple decades of her life, but she was just really, really talented and unique and wanted to just pay respects.
Wow, 75 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's Funchy, you say Olive Oil. That's
yeah,
right. Robin
Popeyes.
Williams was Popeye, and Shelley Duvall was Olive Oil.
Yeah, it was at the time a massive, massive flop. Like, it was a big flop for Robert Altman, Robin Williams, but it's gone on to, I think, get a new appreciation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, new fandom.
I didn't know that.
So, again, R.I.P. Shelley Duvall, very, very talented actress.
Cam, we will see you tomorrow in West Covina. Me, Lil D, Funchy Lava, and Beto Duran are headed to Pasadena to go do our workout. Lindsay Baseball, have a great vacation over the next couple of weeks. Way to go. And we will see everybody tomorrow for the softball extravaganza. Until